Yo, it's your boy Orion, one half of the Northwest Sports Fanatics, back at you with a new stream. Dolphins, Steelers, live play-by-play and reactions. Hop into the room, join your boy, and let's watch. We'll see what kind of matchup this is going to be. It might be a whooping, by the Steelers, more than likely, but hopefully everyone is having a great Monday. I'm still feeling a little under the weather, but like I said, I'm grinding, man. Like I said, that's up to watch right now. So if you guys have a chance, go and take a look. Obviously, Marcus is not feeling too hot. His car is having issues as well. So I wanted to make sure that he gets right himself personally. So once he's good to go, health-wise and car-wise, he'll join your boy, and we'll get back to this, in the swing of things. But in the meantime, I'm still on the grind, and I'm going to end up doing as many reaction videos as possible today, tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, and then obviously we'll be doing Monday Night Football and Thursday night. Maybe I'll do some NBA games as well. But I hope everyone's having a fantastic Monday. Hop in the room, join your boy. We got Dolphins, we got Steelers, live play-by-play and reactions. Hopefully we get some type of decent game. I don't know. I know the Dolphins are tanking, so I don't really know what kind of matchup we're really going to get here tonight. They ended up trading away some of their pieces today, but it is what it is. Michael Pierpont, what it do? J-Bands, Steeler Nation, what it do? Savage. He said, who dad? I missed last night's stream. All good, man. You're here now. Savannah Ryan, what it do? Yeah, you definitely whooped the Cardinals' ass in Drew Brees' return. Absolutely. So the game is going to start here, and we'll see how it goes. If it ends up being not really, worth a watch, at that point, maybe I'll just get back on the grind and start trying to pump out a few more reaction videos. But in the meantime, I'm just trying to show the effort, show the grind. But hopefully everyone's having a good day. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash the like button. If you can donate to your boy, that would be much appreciated. And like I said, we got a lot of football. I assume the game would already be going on right now, so I was really rushing to try to put up the Cardinals and Saints reaction video, because I know a lot of people want to be able to see Drew Brees and see what we're doing. It looks like we already at 90 views on the video already, and it's only been up for a couple minutes, so I like seeing that. And then, like I said, I'll try to be able to put out more. Marcus will try to be in the building as much as he can, but in the meantime, I'm definitely going to hold it down. So he said, Savage says he looked amazing. He was definitely ready to come back. I agree. Most people thought maybe you would, have Teddy B go for one more week, go into the bye week, and then come back. But with all the practices and all the warm-ups and him throwing, he looked 100%, 100, 100, 100, 100. So I already knew at that point that he was going to be good to go. Shane Goddard, what to do? What to do, my guy? JH0001471. He said, let's go fans. We'll see what happens. I expect the Dolphins to lose, but hopefully they put up at least a little bit of a fight. I know they're tanking for Tua or tanking for Herbert or tanking for whoever they want to be able to get at QB and the rest of the positions. But in the meantime, Steeler fans are going to be in the building. NFL fans, there's not really a whole lot else on right now. Besides maybe some NBA games as well. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it ends up being an entertaining game. Dolphins got a lot of picks, so I assume that they're going to at least put up a little. If you openly tank, at some point they're going to be doing some kind of maybe draft lottery. If the commissioner sees too many teams tanking, maybe this year or next year, maybe they'll switch to a format like the NBA. I don't see it happening, right away, but we'll see how it goes. Drew Brees, the GOAT. No complaints here. I love Drew Brees. Drew Breesus. And I've been saying in the video, if you end up watching the reaction video at halftime or after the stream, or if you watch it and then after you finish it, you end up coming on the stream and hanging out, Michael Thomas. What can you say? He's the best wide receiver in the game. I had him top 3 years ago, and some people laughed. Some people tried to question. But now, as you see with AB going kind of crazy, not in the league right now, DeAndre Hopkins is had a case of the drops, a little uncharacteristic for him. But Michael Thomas is the real deal. And I watched him at Ohio State. I knew he was the real deal. Had Patrick P on him almost the whole game. Right, like Savage said, like I mentioned in the game in the reaction video, 11 targets, 11 catches. He can get you 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdowns in the game. There's really nothing that Michael Thomas cannot do. I love him as a player. And all this praise that I give, you probably would assume that I'm a New Orleans Saints fan myself. But me being a Tampa Bay Buccaneer fan, that obviously gives a lot of respect in the NFC South, that I know what I'm talking about, and he is the real deal. And what about the Niners putting up a 50-burger? Bosa? I mean, I know some people are saying maybe defensive rookie of the year, defensive player of the year. I've been reading some things where he might be in consideration of it. Hell of a player, both Bosas. But the Niners are rolling. But before we get too caught up on the Niners, right, I think they are the real deal, AK. But after they play the Cardinals and they start playing, the Seattle twice, the Saints, the Packers, let's see how it shakes out after that. Because they might end up winning some of those games. They may not win all of those games against the good teams, but they definitely are going to win some of them. And they're definitely going to the playoffs this year, and I don't think anyone's going to want to play the Niners. But in my opinion, like I said, I think there's only two teams that could probably compete with New England. New Orleans Saints, my favorite team, and then the Green Bay Packers, Marcus's favorite team. Those are the two teams that have the best chance to get to the Super Bowl for the NFC and actually knock off New England and bring the Lombardi home. And like I said, I'm thinking it might be the New Orleans Saints. I mean, everything that I've seen, they got a better team top to bottom. Offense, defense, special teams, coaching. I mean, A-Raj is great. Don't get me wrong. I love Aaron Rodgers. I love Aaron Jones. But I still like, player for player, the pieces that the Saints have, and that's big facts. Niners, Panthers, yes, I will. I'm going to try to push out as many reaction videos as possible. So we got 2-4 Pittsburgh Steelers, 0-6 Dolphins, and here we go. All right, Dolphins. Ooh, nice pop. Let's go. Yeah, I think he's earned the respect of not only the Saints, but, a lot of the people in the league in general. And so they can have a little 1-2 punch. The game is on ESPN on your local provider. Fitzmagic on the TV right now. So hop in the room, join your boy. I know a few of the people that will be hopping in the stream right now are watching the New Orleans Saints Arizona Cardinals reaction video that I pumped out right before kickoff. So I was rushing. I was trying to make sure that I pumped it out. It's only been out 14 minutes, 113 views. I like seeing that. So there'll be some people that'll be hopping in after they get done watching their New Orleans Saints in the highlight package I presented. But I appreciate everyone in the building. Hope everyone's having a fantastic Monday. We got Dolphins. We got Steelers. It could have been a better matchup, but, it is what it is. It's Monday Night Football. It's still NFL, so I'm still going to watch. All right, Fitzmagic. Throws it out of bounds, incomplete. We got Dolphins Steelers live, play-by-play and reactions with your boy, the best on YouTube, O-Dog, a.k.a. Orion, KGR Kid in the building, Slackers in the building. What it do? Appreciate you guys. And if you guys can subscribe to the channel, smash the like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy for all the hard work that I'm putting in. If you could do that, it'd be greatly appreciated. I do got a full-time job, so being able to do a full-time job and then do this after, it definitely is a lot of work, but I do love it, and I appreciate every single one of y'all. And if you guys are looking for merch, Northwest Sports Fanatic merch, link is below every video on our YouTube page. All right, Fitzmagic looking very rusty. Steelers bringing the pressure. Already 4th down and 8. Already ready for a punt. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully everyone's having a fantastic Monday. I know it's kind of a weird thing to say. It's kind of like a hangover after the weekend of all the NFL and World Series and NBA, and then you got to go to work or you got to go to school. But it is what it is. All right, Steelers. Matt Hack. Returner Ryan Switzer. There we go. Shaniqua Poole came to play. Just came from the reaction video. And you know I got you guys. Switzer. And like I said, I always take care of Nolens Saints fans. I always take care of them because they're some of the most loyal fans and the loyal fan base to our channel since we started our channel 2-3 years ago. So every week, I'm definitely going to take the time to be able to watch the reaction video, put it up for everyone to share and watch and enjoy. But like I said, it's my favorite team. That's not the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I know that's a weird thing to say from being an NFC South rival, but I'm the realest motherfucker on YouTube, and you guys know that too. If I see talent, I'm going to call it how I see it. If I see great, right? I knew, but a lot of the outsiders of other teams, they did not know how great Michael Thomas is, and that's big facts. And like I said, I think that the Saints and the Packers might be the only two teams that can hang around with New England because I really don't think anyone else is going to be able to contend. Yeah, the Chiefs can get there to the AFC Championship game, but I just don't think you're going to be able to beat New England. I mean, if you do, Mahomes has got to be 100%, and you're going to have to probably put up 34 or more. And with that defense, as stout as it is for New England this season, I don't know if you can throw up that many points on New England's defense, especially in playoff time, and if they have the best record, and you're in Gillette, and you're going to be on the road, Chiefs fans, going to New England. I mean, good luck. I mean, I don't know if it's going to happen. I know the Chiefs are going to get their Lombardi eventually. They'll probably get a couple with Mahomes, but it may not be this year. But as far as the Saints are concerned, they are the team that can knock off New England. Yeah, I said it. And if it ends up being Saints in New England, you know who I'm rooting for, and you know who I think can actually get that Lombardi. It's Destiny. Minneapolis Miracle, heartache, heartbreak. Bullshit no call with the Rams, heartache, heartbreak. It's Destiny, baby. Oh, intercepted. Am I seeing this correct? The Dolphins just got an interception? What? Wow. Come on, Steelers. Come on, Mason. You can't be getting picks on Monday Night Football against the team that's trying to lose. Come on, guy. Shaniqua Poole, $4.99 donation. Love ya. Appreciate ya. You're a repeat offender, a repeat donator, and I love that. Nolens Saints fans, they the best. Appreciate you. Very, very much. Very loyal fan base. Yeah, but the thing is, AK-41, do you watch college football? Probably not, right? And if you do watch college football, you probably didn't watch Ohio State. Char Maria, $10. Nolens Saints. Let's go. Thank you. Love you. Appreciate you. But that's what a lot of people thought. I mean, if you don't watch college football, like me or Marcus or a lot of the hardcore people, you see the talent before it gets there. And then you never know who's going to end up on your team. So that's why I watch it so diligently. And I watch 3, 4, 5, 6 full games every week in college football because you just never know when that stud receiver, D-tackle, safety is going to be on Ohio State, Oklahoma, Alabama, Oregon, or wherever they come from, and then they end up on your team. You want to be able to have a gauge, a little tape on that person. So, yeah, I'm always watching Ohio State. I almost watch every game of them. Fitzmagic, nice play. First down, Dolphins. Yeah, I already knew he wasn't going to be a bust. Ohio State players don't bust. Think about it. Bosa's, Nick and Joey, right? Zeke Elliott, Michael Thomas. Are any of those guys busts? They're not. They're solid. Most players that come out of Ohio State are very, very solid. I mean, they're going to have guys that are not as great as maybe some of the others. But when they're the great elite players from Ohio State, they are some of the best players to come into the league. That's big facts. And then another thing, too, that you might want to look at your Nolens Saints roster. Look at the colleges from all your players, where they come from. And there's usually a tall tale sign, that they like recruiting and they like getting guys from certain schools. So then you can kind of scout and have an early edge on maybe some of the other, friends that watch football in your group or just, other Northwest sports fanatics in the room. Big facts. All right, here we go. Dolphins with the interception. Fitzmagic under center, trying to surprise the world. I know they're not trying to get their first win. Second and goal. A little timeout. Shaniqua Poole, $4.99. Nolans Saints. Char Maria, $10. Love you guys. Appreciate you. How about the Tigers? I know, I love it. What are you guys going to do with LSU and Nolans Saints with a bye week? You guys going to be okay? You guys going to be on our channel watching more videos? Catching up? Oh, yeah, Saints love Ohio State, and that's why I wanted to bring that up. Certain teams love certain schools, and it's not by coincidence. They look at all the players and how many are from Ohio State on your roster. Count them. Go through your roster. You'll be surprised on how many Ohio State Buckeyes are on the Nolans Saints. It's shocking. Lattimore, go down the list. I mean, that's why I love college football. I did the live stream yesterday, Junior, of the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs. So he wants to make sure he gets his car fixed. So once that's all done and his health is good, his car is good, he'll be back and he'll be doing videos with me. Fitzmagic, wide open, touchdown, Dolphins. Let's go. Am I seeing this right? Dolphins, baby. There you go. I was waiting for you guys. There you go. Eli Apple, Von Bell, Ted Ginn, Michael Thomas. Lattimore. Come on now. Come on, Savage. Keep looking. Keep looking on your roster. It's shocking. So the Nolans Buckeyes. And a lot of them are solid. You know? I mean, obviously Eli Apple came over from the Giants, but a lot of these guys you draft or they've been there or maybe you trade for them. But, I mean, there's a lot of chemistry, a lot of pride from Ohio State. Not everyone's favorite college, but they do produce ballers. Wow. Ryan Fitzmagic creating some magic. And there you go. Dolphins 7, Steelers 0, capitalizing off the interception. Crazy. Welcome back, Albert Wilson. Scary Terry. But I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. Like I said, it's been a long, long day. A lot of back and forth, you know, with work and everything that was going on. But like I said, I had to make sure that I pumped out at least one reaction video before this live stream. I know it's the Steelers and the Dolphins. The Dolphins are kind of a booty team, but sometimes when you have a team that, you feel it's like a booty matchup, those are the ones that end up surprising you and end up being a little bit better of a football game than you expect. Like, I knew the Chiefs-Packers was going to be better than advertised. No Mahomes, I get it, but I knew they were going to fight because you want to be able to show that the rest of the roster isn't going to roll over and die. So, Cardinals Saints. Let's see how long it's been up. It's only been up for 24 minutes, almost 200 views on it. I love that. Saints fans, love you, boy, and I love you guys back. And like I said, that's my favorite team going into the season that I thought that would be able to make an NFC championship game appearance and go to the Super Bowl. Nolans Saints. I've been saying it for quite some time. And, even though I'm a Tampa Bay Buccaneer fan, I'm not stupid. I call it how I see it. If they got talent, I'm going to let you know. And they definitely have the talent. But New England's playing so amazing right now. I just, I hope there's enough wiggle room. And Sean Payton's a fantastic play caller and coach, so I'm not worried. If the Saints get there, Drew Brees, Tom Brady, can you imagine? Man. MGJ plays Steelers. The Steel Curtain. Not the way that you guys wanted to start. But, it is what it is. Alex Barta. Who dat? Drew dat. Yeah, it's okay. Interception for Mason. He's been out with a concussion for a couple weeks. You knew he was going to be a little rusty. You're going to win this game. You're going to win. So let's not get too worried. All right? You're going to win the game. AJ, what it do? Yeah, I don't really think the Saints have any weaknesses, and they proved, obviously, with that, with Teddy B. I mean, shit, you could have Taysom Hill in there, and you'd still be able to, do a great job. So I ain't worried about that. All right, kickoff. All right, we got a flag. Illegal formation. Dolphins, Steelers, live play-by-play and reactions with your boy, the best on YouTube, Orion, Northwest Sports Fanatics. I'm going to make sure you guys have a great Monday. We're going to enjoy some football. You guys have questions, comments. Make sure you get in the comment section and let me know that you're here. I did the Nolans Saints and the Cardinals reaction video. Obviously, Marcus, being a little under the weather and having car problems, I want to make sure that he gets all those things fixed. I know he'd want to be here today, but in the meantime, while he's not here, I'm going to hold it down, and I'm going to be able to put out as much reaction videos and live streams as possible. All right, Rudolph, hands off, right up the middle, the Terminator. Go, Connor, go. Woo! Let's go. Stiff arm. Let's go. Yeah, baby. Love it. Oh, I bet. I'm waiting for Mahomes to come back in my $1,200 money league. It's making me a little nervous because I started off like 5-0, and I've dropped 3 straight just because I haven't been able to kind of compete without Mahomes. I mean, I've been just trying to hang around, but having Mahomes in my lineup is very important, as anyone would tell you if you had Mahomes in your fantasy. Yeah, but Drew Brees, great to have him back, and they're going to need him for this stretch run. Handoff. Nice tackle by the Dolphins. Gang, gang, gang. Yeah, but the Saints have no weaknesses, period. Offense, defense, special teams, coaching. I mean, the whole 9 yards. Drew goes down, no problem. Teddy B. Teddy B goes down, Taysom Hill. I mean, it don't matter. They got gimmick guys. They got trick guys. They got speed guys. They got vets. I mean, they got everything. They got the most underrated player on defense in the league in Cameron Jordan. Yeah, I said it. Cameron Jordan, period. And they got the best wide receiver in the game, Michael Thomas. People were trying to tell me, he's a gimmick guy, or he's just a guy that maybe is only a system guy. Get out of here. He's not a system guy. He can do it with anybody, and he proved it with Teddy B. Proved it with Taysom. And even when Drew Brees is gone, he'll still be doing it. Love Demario Davis, a.k.a. the glue. Him and Von Bell. Very underrated. Trade Teddy for another top wide receiver. I know that he was trying to say that Colin was saying trade Teddy to the Bears, but I don't want to give him up. You know what I mean? You never know if Drew gets nicked up with an ankle or an elbow and he might miss a week or two. You want to make sure you have plenty of guys. I mean, Taysom Hill is more than qualified to go in there, but I'd rather have all 3 of them, just in case. Good insurance plan. Rudolph. Nice tackle. And what are you going to do? You're going to end up getting, A.J. Green or, you're going to get like an O.J. Howard. You don't need them. You don't need them. Who knows what A.J. Green's going to look like? You know what I mean? You don't need them. You guys have a great team as it is right now. You don't need anybody. Period. And what other top wide receivers are going to be available? I mean, Ginn is no slouch. I mean, shit, you could throw Taysom Hill at tight end or wide receiver too. He can catch the ball. He can score. And then when AK-41 comes back, you could have Latavius Murray split out in the slot or AK in the slot. I mean, you got plenty of guys. I mean, yeah, you would like to have another guy on the other side, so that way when they double MT-13 Michael Thomas that you can go to someone else. But, I mean, they eventually will be able to draft someone. Breeze makes everybody better. Rudolph? That was ugly. I mean, you got guys like Kirkwood and, these guys that are kind of lesser name, known guys. They get it done. They'll be fine. We got Dolphins 7, Steelers 0, and a little bit of a shocker. Dolphins with the interception early to Rudolph, and then they capitalized with Albert Wilson with the touchdown. Ruiz, my boy. How are you? Come in the room and join your boy. Yeah, absolutely, and that's another reason why. I don't want to get rid of a guy that ended up going 5-0. I did have concerns early, because I didn't want him to be Teddy Two Gloves and Teddy check down, right? Nice pass. Go, hit the edge. There we go. But that's coming back as a hold. And with a guy working so hard, I mean, you guys would have been fine if he went 2-2 or 3-2 or 2-3, but to go 5-0, that says a lot. The guy deserves a ring. You know what I mean? And I mean, we're not trying to foresee the future. But I love the Saints' chances if they can get past the Packers or whoever it's going to be in the NFC. If it ends up being Saints, Packers, Saints, Seahawks, Saints, Eagles, Saints, Niners, Saints, whoever, right? I still like the Saints. And I like them so much, I think that they can win the Super Bowl. And I really have to believe that to say it. You know what I mean? I can't just say it just because I like a lot of the players on the team. If I say it, that means I really, truly believe it. And I think I've gotten like 14 out of the last 15 Super Bowls right. So, I mean, I definitely do the research. I watch a lot of tape, And for me being a Buccaneer fan, following every team in the NFL, it takes a lot of time, a lot of effort. They're elusive. They're athletic. They just need to make sure Drew and AK-41 and everyone can stay healthy while they make the push in December. Byron Anderson from Nolans. What it do, my guy? I'm not sure if you're new to the channel or new to the chat. Ooh. Oh, intercepted. Are you fucking kidding me? Whoa. Dolphins with another pick. Woohoo. Let's go. Steeler fans don't like that. NFL fans love that, though. Shit, I might have to be down in Nolans. It's my bucket list to go to Nolans in the Dome and watch a game with the fans on the channel. I think that would be just great. Hit up Bourbon Street, have some gumbo, hang out with the fan base. I know the fan base loves me. I might not wear a Tampa Bay jersey, but I know I'd have a great time. And you guys would take care. Ready? Holla at your boy. Yeah, man. Whew. Saints, Niners, that'd be a dream come true. Yeah, but I definitely want to go to the Dome. I want to go to Lambeau. I mean, there's a certain, few places on my bucket list, before I die. I really want to go. And to be honest, out of all the places, Nolans and the Dome is my number one. That's my number one, just because how litty it is there. Fan base, the energy. I know Saints fans are probably thinking, damn, this guy loves the Saints so much. How is he not a Nolans Saints fan himself? I mean, I do love a lot of the players. Like Levante David. I know it's kind of a shocking thing to hear, but hey, I'm honest. And just being able to be in that rivalry in the NFC South, there's a reason why the Saints and the Bucs are the only two teams to go to the bowl and end up winning. No disrespect to the Falcons or the Panthers. They're still going to be in good hands. They might end up going with Teddy B or Taysom Hill, but there might be another quarter. The rest hitting me. So they only give him one pick, huh? They can't give him two, huh? Oh, wide open. Nice tackle. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash the like button, either now or on your way out. And if you could donate to your boy, appreciate it. It's very hard doing two jobs, let me tell you. Oh, he was out. Fuck. Just barely, too. Damn it. Just barely out. And if you're looking for merch, Northwest Sports Fanatic merch, link is below every video on our YouTube page. 4th and 6, and they're going for it. Why? Come on, Steelers. Why? Why are you going for it here? Stupid. Stupid. Bad coaches do stupid things. And normally Mike Tomlin makes great decisions, and that was one of the stupidest, dumbest decisions you could possibly make. I hate going for it on 4th down on that side of the field this early. Dumb. Because chances are, when you got an inexperienced quarterback like Mason, right, you're not going to complete that. I mean, you're looking at probably like 60% chance completing on 4th down. Stupid. Now if the Dolphins score, what are you going to do now? Dumb. It's not the 4th quarter, guys. Come on, Steelers. Out by a toe, Charmaria says. Cowboys, Giants. Oh, Cowboys. Danny Dimes is going to have his ups and his downs. Saquon's back. We'll see if Shepard's back from the concussion. They got Golden Tate, Ingram. Defense has a lot of issues, but Justin Wills, what it do, my guy? Hope everyone's having a fantastic Monday. We got Dolphins, we got Steelers live, play-by-play and reactions with the best on YouTube, your boy, Orion, Northwest Sports Fanatics. We got Shotgun Set, Fitzmagic. Dolphins up 7-0. I'm rubbing my eyes to think if that's the correct score, but it is. Early interception by Mason Rudolph. Capitalize on a nice little touchdown by Albert Wilson. Almost another interception just a few minutes ago. Your boys on the grind. Ended up doing a Nolans halftime or after the stream, or if you want to take a look, you can take a look and then come back into the stream. Definitely a sweet highlight package and Drew Brees' return to the Nolans Saints in the NFL. Welcome back, Drew. The best short quarterback of all time, Drew Brees. I know Russell Wilson, by the time his career is over, he'll have something to say about that. But as of right now, based off career length and all the accomplishments, hands down, Drew Brees, the best short quarterback to ever play the game. Kenyon Drake to the Cardinals. Leonard Williams to the Giants. And there might be one or two more moves before tomorrow. Tomorrow is the deadline. So we'll have to see if there's any other teams, contenders, that need to make a move. Like the Eagles, they need to make a move. The Eagles need to make a move. Justin Wills, what it do? Alex Barta, my boy. Dolphins 7. Steelers 0? Crazy. Shaniqua Poole, $4.99. Just came from the reaction video. She said, who dat? Drew dat. Tra Maria, $10. Nolans Saints fan, they're the best. Always donating, always showing love, always showing support. Woo-hoo! Let's go. Sit the fuck down. Let's go. Let's go, Bud. Bud Dupree say, sit the fuck down. I think they're the normal size, KGR. 3rd and 14, Fitzmagic. Let's see if he can pull a little bit more magic. He's already done it in the first quarter. Woo, first down, Dolphins. Move the chains, Miami. What is going on today? And that's why you play the game. Crystal Spirit Wolf, how are you? Hopefully you're having a great Monday. Said go to sleep. Yeah, it was a big hit. Handoff up the middle. Woo, nice run. Mark Walton. Look for him on the fantasy wire. He's going to end up getting a lot of pickups since Drake has obviously moved on to the Cardinals. Preston Williams. I mean, they got some guys that they have talent. They're not a horrible team. And with all the draft picks that the Dolphins have in a couple years, don't be surprised in 2 to 3 years if they end up being 8-8. They're not that far away from being like an average team. I mean, they have a lot of holes to fill, but with like 10 draft picks in 2 years, I mean, as long as you hit on like 7 of them, you'll be good to go. First down, Dolphins. Oh, Eagles picked up Avery. They need more, though. They need more. There's a few teams that need to make a move. I think Seattle needs to make a move. Eagles need to make a move. Cowboys. I mean, there's a few teams that really need to make a move. Oh, yeah. The Bills have a top 3 defense, period. And they've had a top 10 defense in the last like 3-4 years. If you play fantasy football, I mean, you can see in the numbers. I mean, every once in a while they'll play bad and they'll give up points to a good offense. But for the most part, I would say 3/4 of the season, they're very solid. Every team is going to have a little letdown here and there, right? But the Bills have always traditionally had a very disciplined, fierce, active defense. That's their strong suit. And it's been like that for a while. Rams need help with the O-line, definite. 2nd and 10. Fitzmagic, shotgun set. Nice zip on the football, Fitzmagic. I wish you were on Tampa Bay still. No lie. I hate Jameis Winston. And I'm happy that he's doing shitty and fucking up. Move on from him. I'm glad, because I didn't want them to end up going 8-8 or 9-7. You pay him all the money, and then I'm stuck with him for 4 or 5 years, and then he plays into mediocrity and just, gets his bag and then plays like shit afterwards. I'm just excited that he's playing so horrible. I need to move on. I want to be able to be a respectable team. Nice little handoff, gain of a couple. But they need a lot of help, Tampa Bay, my team. New quarterback, a whole brand new offensive line. I need a stud running back, a franchise running back, right? I'm good at wide receiver and tight ends. Definitely need a revamped defense. I need way more pieces on the D-line and in the secondary. Gotta eat the dub. Yeah, not for me, though. Good riddance for Jameis. I'm not sure if anyone can help Jameis and his problems. Maybe New England. Maybe that's the only team that could help him. Nice pass. Tackle him. Touchdown, Dolphins. Let's go. These Fins. Told you guys, never underestimate any team, even if they don't have a win or they got 1 win or 2 wins. The Bengals aren't as bad as, really people make them out to be. They've only been losing games by a little bit. They've been in a lot of games. Dolphins have been in a few of their games. It's just, I know they're trying to tank and not make it so public, right? But with as many picks as the Dolphins have, I mean, even if you win a couple games, you can trade up for the first pick. You got enough picks to do it. Extra point is up, and it's good. In a shocker, Dolphins 14, Steelers 0, and that's why we watch the games, no matter who's playing. It looked like a shitty matchup on paper, but I came on the live stream for a reason. I had a feeling the Dolphins were going to bring it today, and they are bringing it. They may not win the game, but at least they're making it exciting, and I love that. Ajayi? Yeah, well, after the surgery, I don't know if people think that he can really cut and move. It's just one of those things that is kind of surprising that he hasn't got picked up. But, I mean, we're already in week 8. If he was going to get picked up, he would have got picked up a few weeks ago. So, but it is a little surprising. But if you end up having an Achilles or ACL, MCL, PCL, anything to do with your legs, a lot of teams get weary from that. Ankles, toes, feet, anything to do with your legs or your feet. I mean, they can do with pecs and arms and shoulders and elbows and fingers and hands. They can do with that. They'll settle for those things. But once you start, working on the legs, that really gets scary because a lot of guys can't come back from that. They're not the same player afterwards. So there is a little healthy concern there. What kind of whiskey is that in the commercial? Generic whiskey. Truly. It's supposed to be like White Claw, like the competitor? Come on. Yeah, but also AP is a freak of nature, Alex. Can we agree on that? Certain guys are built like freak of natures. AP is like a Saquon Barkley. AP in his early career, I watched him at Oklahoma. Obviously watched all his games at Minnesota. I mean, he's not really a normal type of football player. But I see what you mean, though. But it takes a special type of player to be able to come back. You have to be a genetic freak, and you got to be able to have your bones heal and your muscles heal. And some guys are just brittle. Oh, David Goldstein. Now he's got to go with a low blow. He's an AP Sun Nose and freak of nature. Stumptown, Wednesday at 10. No, I think the Bills' defense will start to tighten up. I mean, they're going to need Josh Allen to be able to do his thing. But like I said, they're not going to get dominated that much throughout the season on defense. I mean, if you have them in fantasy or you just watch them, week to week, the Bills' defense, I would say maybe 11 games out of 16, they're going to dominate on defense. Maybe even 12. There's only going to be a few games where they get, routed. But the offense is going to have to be able to do their thing. Yeah, I think Ajayi, they're just concerned about the injury and the recovery. I heard the 2K20 game has a lot of bugs in it. Six Ink, my boy, how are you? My boy, Six Ink, what it do? Can you imagine this score, Six Ink? Dolphins 14, Steelers 0. Woodrow, my boy. Monday Night Raw, Monday Night Football. Me and Woodrow, we know where it's at. Football and wrestling, baby. Ruiz. Woodrow, how's it going, my guy? You having a good Monday? Hopefully everything's going good with y'all. Let's take a little peek at the schedule. I'm curious. All right, let's take a look. Niners, Cardinals on Thursday night. That'll be a rout. Buccaneers, Seahawks. I was going to go to that game, but I'll probably just stay home and do a reaction video of my Bucs getting just roasted by the Seahawks and Russell Wilson. Texans, Jags. Okay, decent matchup. J.J. Watt. Hopefully you can recover. Torn pec. I hate to see him out for the year, 3 out of 4 seasons. That's brutal. Redskins, Bills. Okay. Vikings, Chiefs. Intriguing matchup. Jets, Dolphins. Bears, Eagles. Colts, Steelers. Titans, Panthers. Another intriguing matchup. Lions, Raiders. Browns, Broncos. Packers, Chargers. Okay. Patriots, Ravens. That's the best game of the week. And it's Sunday night. You know I'm doing that. And then Cowboys, Giants on Monday night. So by far the best matchup, Woodrow, your team versus New England, and I hope you win. I'm rooting for you. Yeah. See, I'm jealous, bro, that you guys are on the East Coast. You guys get Raw, obviously early. I don't get Raw till, obviously 8 o'clock Pacific time. So after you guys watch it, then I get it after you guys. I wish I could get it earlier, but, I guess with Monday night, it would prevent me from flipping back and forth. But that's one thing about East Coast I do get jealous about with some of the games. You guys definitely get it a little bit sooner. Great time to be a sport fan. Great time to be a wrestling fan. Just a great time in general. NFL, NBA, college football, World Series, WWE, and more importantly, AEW. I knew the Dolphins were going to be able to compete in this game. Rudolph early in the first quarter with a floater. Dumb fucking pass. Why would you float a pass right there? And Fitzmagic, right there on the 20. Bad tackling by the Steelers, which is rare because they are a great tackling team when they're focused. And then almost another interception by Rudolph, but the guy had his toes out. So then they got overturned. And then now you had a little more Fitzmagic, and now we're sitting at 14-0. Ooh, Rudolph fell down. Nice run by Connor. That could have been a disaster right there also. Oh, pretty soon, I think AEW will not only, when a lot of the pieces on WWE's, contracts start, kind of running out and a lot of the talent shifts over to AEW, they're going to take over. They can compete with SmackDown. They're definitely beating NXT. And at some point, they'll go Monday night. They'll switch their show, and they'll move it to Monday Night Wars, and they'll win against Raw. I'm very confident about that. Better announcers, better wrestling style. And then when you get guys like Randy Orton or, a few of the other top-tier guys, it'll make a big difference. Dolph Ziggler, People will be switching over. That's big facts. But yeah, AEW will be coming out with a game. I think they're already in production on working on one actually right now. All fun and games till you lose to the Dolphins. Well, it's not over yet. This is the NFL, man. We got a long ways to go. We got Dolphins. We got Steelers live play-by-play and reactions. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Smash the like button. Donate to your boy if you can. It'd be much appreciated. Shaniqua Poole did, $4.99. Char Maria did, $10. Who will be the next to donate to your hard-working Northwest Sports Fanatic? Best on YouTube, O-Dog, a.k.a. Orion. Who will be next? Support your boy. Support me and Marcus. Ooh, Hulkamania on Raw. Don't spoil it for me. And then I was on the grind. I actually worked a full day today. Woke up at 4 in the morning. Went to work. Still kind of sick, under the weather, not feeling the greatest, right? But I gotta put in the work. Love you guys. I can't stay away from you guys too long. I can't be lazy. Got to put in the work. And then I put up the Cardinals and the Nolans Saints reaction video, Week 8 highlights. It hasn't even been an hour yet. 335 views. Those usually will get 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 views. So I love that. And I know if Marcus was feeling better and his car wasn't broken, he'd be here as well. But in the meantime, I'm going to put in the grind and put in the time. Don't worry, J-Bands. It's all right, man. Still got time to come back. It's a long game. Still got 3 quarters. Dolphins, Patriots, AFC Championship. Oh, LSU on the screen. I love it, too, because this is the first time also that Alabama or Clemson are not the teams that are like, okay, they're going to run away with it or they're going to win the championship. Love my Oregon Ducks. As you know, I believe we're sitting at, 7th in the nation? I don't think we're going to go in the playoff in the top 4. But if we can go to the Rose Bowl against, Penn State and win, that'll be a dream come true. When we played Kajana Carter in 94, Rich Brooks before the Bilotti era, and we lost that. I mean, it would just be fitting if we can end up winning the Rose Bowl. I'll take that. We beat Russell Wilson in the Rose Bowl a few years ago, and I'll take that. I'll take that dub. 2nd down and 6. Rudolph, play action fake, going long, going deep. Ooh, almost another pick. Do I think Oregon has a shot in the playoffs? No, absolutely not. Not with LSU and Alabama and Clemson and, all these other teams, Ohio State. I know Oklahoma was up there and they lost and, yeah, absolutely not. And I'm a big Duck fan, as you guys know, but I ain't going to toot the horn when it doesn't deserve to be there. I do love the defense and I love the way that they're playing. But as we know, SEC teams and Big Ten teams normally are much better than Pac-12 teams unless it's a special USC team with Pete Carroll back in the day with Reggie Bush and Leinart, when they have all those players, or a special Oregon team. But even if they get to the championship game like they did with Mariota and Darren Thomas in the past with LaMichael and, DeAnthony Thomas, it's really tough to hang. The only one that they could have won was that one against Cam Newton. That was the one that they probably should have won. That one hurt. They had a nice team that year. Oh, yeah. Joe Burrow. I hope he ends up being a decent NFL quarterback. I mean, it's one thing to be a good college quarterback, but I hope he develops into be a decent NFL quarterback. And you know what? To be honest, if LSU ends up winning the Natty, I'd love that. I'd love it. It's the first time they've gotten a quarterback, and if they win, can you imagine what other quarterbacks are going to be willing to maybe come around and go to LSU instead of Bama or instead of Clemson, instead of some of these other teams? I'd love it. Couple yards by Snell. I mean, imagine if LSU wins the Natty and the Saints win the Lombardi. Could happen. Could happen. The gambling hippie. Yeah, it could happen. He's a little undersized for them, though. I know they like him a little bit bigger. They already got Stidham there, so, and we don't really know. I mean, in preseason, he looked pretty good, but we'll have to see with Tom and if he ends up staying there or if he ends up going to another team or retiring. Because like I said yesterday in the live stream, the only place that I can see Tom Brady playing is New England, retiring, or the San Francisco 49ers. Joe Montana is his idol. He's from California. He has California ties. He loves the Niners. So don't be surprised if he doesn't retire and they decide to move on, that Tom Brady is on the San Francisco 49ers with Garoppolo. I'm telling you. That would be his number one choice. If he can't go to a team like that, he would just retire. They don't have enough there. I think that if Brady would want to go somewhere, he'd want to go somewhere where they have some established pieces already. Defense, weapons on offense. Oh, fumble! Ooh, coughed it up. Man, Dolphins are flying out there. Cooking. Yeah, Brady to the Bears, no way. That offense stinks. And the defense is nowhere near where it was before. Should have kept Vic Fangio. It shows you when you lose a piece like Vic Fangio, he can't do it in Denver, but he was a great defensive coordinator. Should have stayed. Now the Bears are a fucking disaster. Trubisky's horrible. A lot can change in 1 year. Ooh. Go. Dolphins 14, Steelers 0. Yeah, no way. He's going to want to go to a good team if he's going to go somewhere. And also having those ties of him growing up, being a 49er fan, looking up to Joe Montana as his hero. Do your research. Your boy does. I do. I've been following his career early on. High school, Michigan. I really do my due diligence. You guys know that. There is no foul for an illegal block in the back by the kicking team. Well, Colin Cowherd made the suggestion that they should trade Teddy Two Gloves to the Bears. But what does Colin know? It's not like the Bears have a chance to make the NFC Championship. They don't got it. They don't know how to use the running backs. They got no wide receivers, no tight ends. O-line stinks. Defense is underachieving. They some shit. Tampa Bay is some shit, but, I don't know if I would be more embarrassed to have Jameis Winston or Mitchell Trubisky, to be honest. Both are horrible. And I don't see them getting any better either. You might even throw Baker Mayfield in that mix, but like I mentioned, I don't think it's all Baker's fault, to be honest. Baker's bad, but the O-line stinks. Kitchens is horrible. He should be fired, and the defense is underperforming. If you get a little bit more stability there, a better head coach with more discipline, better O-line, right? You'll be able to, not be as horrible as you are. With like Landry and Odell combined, they have like one TD. Get out of here. It's crazy. Yeah, but also Drew, you don't know how long he's going to stay, and you got to make sure you have a good insurance plan, which could be also Taysom Hill. But I like to having all three of them there. I think Teddy enjoys being there. You want to play as a starter like on the Dolphins, or do you want to be a backup on the Saints where you might get to play, but you're just around winners? Do you want to be on a bad team and play all the time, right? Or do you want to be a winner on a great organization? It just depends on what point of your career you're in. And at this point in Teddy's career, I don't think he gives a crap about being a starter. I think he wants to win the bowl, the Lombardi, for his legacy. Yeah, I don't think he's leaving, man. I think he'll take less money to stay with Drew Brees and be a part of that special organization with Sean Payton than be a starter somewhere else. Why? You know what I mean? Like, ooh, yay, I'm a starter on a bad team. What's that going to do for you? Just get you criticized, lose a bunch of games? What, you go out there and get sacked, 10 times a game, throw a bunch of picks, have crappy players around you? That ain't going to make you happy. All that losing? I know, isn't that nuts? First down, Fins. I'm loving this, man. I know Steelers fans aren't loving it, but there's a lot of time left. Never underestimate any opponent in the NFL or college football. Week to week. It's a man's game. Period. Yeah, but 10 to 15 million more for what? Getting your ass kicked and maybe tearing an ACL and just getting fucking slaughtered? You know? He's already gone through a lot of trials and tribulations with his legs and all the injuries. Sometimes it's not all about the money. You know, sometimes it's the love of the game. You know, it's like NBA players. You know, sometimes, you know, it's about the love of the game, and then you play longer. You get your first, you know, big contract. Then it's the money. And then after you get your big money, then afterwards, you know, when you have maybe about 5 or 6 years left in your career, some guys are just trying to win the ring for their legacy. First and 10, Fins. Love it. 14-0 Dolphins. 10:53 left in the second quarter. Yeah, let him know, Woodrow. Ooh! Very dangerous. We got Dolphins Steelers live, play-by-play and reactions. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, and donate to your boy. Shaniqua Poole did $4.99. Char Maria did $10. Who will be next to donate to your boy? You know, this shit is not easy. Some people do live streams with 2 people. Imagine doing play-by-play reactions and talking in the chat. There's not a lot of people out there that can do what I do, and you guys know that too. Nice handoff up the middle, gain of a couple by Walton. I like Fitz. JJ Swat. Hate to see him get injured. One of the hardest working NFL players I've ever seen. And I've been watching football since '85. What a grinder. Great community guy, too. Absolutely love JJ Watt. First ballot Hall of Famer. Just a tragic way to end the season. 3 out of the 4 seasons just end early. Brutal. Good defense by the Steelers. There you go. He's like one of those wily vets, you know, like Rich Gannon back in the day and Brad Johnson. A lot of guys clown on him, and they go from team to team. But in the right situation on the right team, I mean, Fitzmagic could do a lot of things. I mean, imagine Fitzmagic on New England. You don't think he could succeed there with all those weapons and all that great coaching? Of course he could. No fear. He's got like 10 kids. He needs the paycheck. You feel me? A lot of mouths to feed. Great character guy, too. Mike Thomas is on pace to break a record in receptions. Damn right, and he will. Best Saints receiver of all time. Yep, already. He's the best wide receiver in the game. Like I was telling you guys years ago, he was in my top 3, and everyone said Julio and all these other players, and I said no, and I said no, and everyone wanted to argue with me. You know, DeAndre Hopkins, Antonio Brown, and then it was Michael Thomas, and then obviously AB's crazy, and who knows where he is now, doing crazy things, and then he kind of moved up to that 2 range, and then now with Hopkins with some of the drops and inconsistencies in his game, you know, him doing it with Drew or Teddy B or Taysom Hill, he is the best wide receiver in the game, and he keeps getting better and better and better every year. And the thing that makes him really special is his route running and his separation. By far, he's the best wide receiver, and he's a taller wide receiver, which makes it even more special. Ooh, nice little Star Wars little preview. Love this. From the Star Wars universe. Okay, I'm digging that. Anything Star Wars, I'm all about that. Yeah, Halloween trick. I mean, it's kind of weird timing, but I mean, the deadline is coming up. O.J. Howard to the Pats would be nice. I mean, not for me, but I mean, obviously, if they're looking for a tight end that's underutilized, that they could get some production out of it with Tom Brady, definitely could give them that extra piece. Trent going into the Pats, that would be a nice fit. You know, it just depends on what Bill wants to give up with the organization. I mean, just imagine if AB wasn't crazy and he was still on there. It's like they don't even need him. I know, they are hard enough to beat. Big facts. Oh, look at this old school footage. 85. This is when I started watching football. Oh, man, look at that. I love the golden era, that golden age. Montana, Jim Kelly, Dan Marino, John Elway. God, love it. And then going into the late 80s, early 90s, Jim Everett, Bubby Brister, Ken O'Brien. Just all the old school guys. Boomer Esiason. Nice defense by the Finns. Yeah, it's going to be tough for anyone to beat New England. Kansas City is probably the only team that has a shot unless Baltimore goes on an amazing run and they lean on Lamar and he takes them to the AFC Championship game. If they play Kansas City and beat them, if that happens, they might be able to, hang around, but there's not very many teams. Ravens, Chiefs, that's probably it as far as competing with New England in the AFC. But Packers and Saints, baby. Those are the two legit teams. I guess I can't forget about the Niners yet. They'll start playing some of these good teams too. Rudolph, little check down. And the Niners are for real. I mean, let's stop questioning the Niners. I mean, a lot of Panther fans thought they were going to beat the brakes off of the Niners, and what happened? They put up a 51 burger. Let's give them some credit finally. John Lynch is a good piece to have in the organization. Kyle Shanahan is a top 5 coach in the NFL, period. Let's start giving him some credit. You got Seahawks twice. You got the Packers. You got the Saints. You're not going to win all those games, but they are going to be a deadly team that no one's going to want to play. That's big facts. Maybe not good enough to beat the Saints, but I think good enough to beat the Packers, the Niners. Yeah, the Pats are going to be in the Super Bowl, Woodrow. I hate to say it too, but I mean, they're if they keep this pace up, they might have statistically one of the best defenses of all time. I mean, they got a long ways to go, still half of the season, but to even say that with the 85 Bears, Richard Dent and Singletary and all the Refrigerator Perry and the 2000 Ravens with Ray Lewis and the 2002 Bucks with Derek Brooks, Warren Sapp, John Lynch, Rondé Barber. I mean, that says a lot to even put that team compared to those other three. Because to me, those three defenses are the three best that we've seen in the last 30 years. All right, Steelers, you need to get at least 3 on this drive. Oh, I think Saints have an excellent chance to get home field. The Niners are going to drop a couple. I mean, that's big facts. You got a lot of tough games. But I could see the Saints going like 13-3 and getting home field. You don't even need home field. You guys are so great. It's almost destiny, baby. You know, they're the hungriest team going into this season, the New Orleans Saints, with what happened to them the previous 2 years. And hunger is a real thing. Think about the things that you would do when you're hungry, you know? Especially a bunch of grown men that are hungry for the Lombardi. For Drew. Do it for Drew. Do it for Sean Payton. Think about it. Who else was hungrier going into this season? Who else went through heartache and heartbreak? Sometimes you got to lose before you win in the NFL, and the Saints are a great example. And for whatever weird reason, if they don't get to the championship, and I'm a Bucs fan, so you know I got mad respect. I call it how I see it. No favoritism, no bias. If someone's great, I don't care if it's the Cowboys or New England or whoever it is. If you're great, I'm going to let you know. And that's why we have almost 20,000 subscribers, almost 3 million views on this channel, and we've only been up for about a couple years. People know. Real recognizes real. There's a lot of fake people out there. A lot of fake people in the industry. A lot of showboating, a lot of arguing for views, fake podcasters, fake YouTubers, just trying to get rich. That's going to fade real quick. You know, you can recognize a real channel as soon as you look at the person and hear them talk. You can feel it in your bones. You can meet someone and get that aura and that vibe if someone's real, if they're shady. That's big facts. Shotgun set. Mason. Rudolph, floater. Nice throw, nice catch. First down, Steelers. Let's go. Steeler fans loving that. That's the best throw Rudolph's had today. To my man, Juju. Let's go, baby. Smitty knows Northwest Sports Fanatics the best on YouTube. It ain't Sports Fury. It ain't any of those other channels that are out there. Let's be real. Real recognizes real. And we'll keep growing. And I'll still keep acknowledging everyone. I won't change. Marcus won't change. It ain't about the fame. It ain't about the money. It's the love of the game. Period. Yeah, definitely a downgrade when Roethlisberger's not in there. Oh, they're not going to go a perfect season. You won't got to worry about that. Hopefully, the Ravens give them that first L. Sunday Night Football next week. Ravens. Woodrow to Kid here in the building. He's a big Ravens flock guy. I'm telling you, Ravens got as good of a shot as anyone. Look at Woodrow knows. NWSF is the only sports channel I watch on the tube. You know it, Alex. I speak the facts, right, Troll Patrol? You know it. I mean, you don't get to almost 3 million views and 20,000 subscribers by just fucking coincidence, you know? And especially when a lot of the announcers out there on NFL, NBA, MLB, podcasters, they're fucking suck. They just are horrible. You know, so it gives a great opportunity for people on YouTube to shine. And, you know, that's where kind of the wave is going. It's not really no longer TV or radio. Oh, come on. Bad pass. Speak all the facts, baby. Pats, Niners, Rams, Texans. Woo! Yep. I love Lamar. You got Mark Ingram. You know, Saints fans, they love him. And we got the best fan base, period. I don't think anyone's fan base is stronger, smarter, and more passionate about sports than the people that come into this in this building, in this chat, period. There's other channels out there, you know, but if you just want to watch, you know, drunk people talk nonsense, that don't have any substance, you know, that don't know shit. I mean, there's a lot of channels like that on YouTube that are out there. Anyone can know stuff about their own team, but what about all the teams? Show me something. I don't watch anybody else on YouTube. I mean, if there was someone worth watching on YouTube, I definitely would. But we'll see where it goes, man. Good Morning Football, hit your boy up. Kay Adams, hit your boy up. That would be the dream. NFL Network, holla at your boys. We bring them a lot of ratings. The Pats dropped 5 of their next. Yeah, that ain't happening. But I think the main thing is that I truly do appreciate, everyone that's, in the chat, all the people that watch a single video, share the video, donate. I mean, it's one thing to love a channel and subscribe to it. Think about how much you have to really appreciate or love a channel to actually subscribe to it. And then to like the video or share it or tell a friend about it, right? And then to donate money out of your debit card. I mean, it's very humbling, but I take this shit very seriously. This is not a fucking hobby. If I ended up selling my $5,000 Michael Jordan rookie card for the iMac, for the speakers, for the green screen, for the mics, this is not a game, This is not a dream. This is reality. We're not going anywhere. We want to leave a legacy behind. I need to have this YouTube studio built here in my hometown to make other people's dreams come true, and I'm not going to fail, period. I am going to make other people's dreams come true before I die. I'm going to get the building built, period. It's about leaving a legacy behind. Most people don't have that aspect. They just want to get on YouTube, scream and holler, say a bunch of dumb shit, think that they're going to be rich, be famous, be a rich YouTuber. Fuck out of here. Doesn't work like that. Got to look at the hundreds and hundreds of hours, the sacrifice that you have to be able to put in to be able to grind. I already did. PSA 9, Michael Jordan rookie card, to be able to get this channel to where it needs to be. Think about that. I'm a huge toy collector. Bigger toy collector than 40-Year-Old Virgin. You seen that movie? With all the toys he has, I'm bigger than that. No joke. I got toys on toys on toys, period. So think about that. Do you think I'm ever going to quit selling a $5,000 Michael Jordan rookie card, PSA 9? When Michael Jordan dies, that thing is going to be worth like 15 to 20 grand. If you ended up having something like that meant everything to me, of course you're not going to fucking ever quit, period. Oh, yeah, you got to sacrifice. And I know I'm going to get it back. It was the hardest thing that I've ever had to do in my entire life, to get rid of that PSA 9 Michael Jordan rookie card. $5,000. I got it for $1,000 when I was 21, LeBron's rookie year. 2003 on eBay. I won it for $1,000 when it was worth $2,500. And I sold it a couple years ago when we started the YouTube channel because we needed to have equipment to be able to take the channel to the next level. Hardest thing I've ever done in my entire life, man. I don't think any other YouTubers or other channels have ever sacrificed time or commitment or a possession like that, Tough. But when you have a dream and you believe in yourself and you believe in others, Marcus, and you believe in something, it's going to happen. It's not a matter of if it's going to happen, it's when it's going to happen, And I want to be able to be a good mentor, a good example for others. You're never too old to chase your dreams. I know it's cliche, and a lot of people say that. I'm fucking 37 years old. I don't look 37. Marcus is like 40, 41. You are not too old to chase your dreams, and I'm a great example of that. You got something? Everyone is great at something in life. Everyone has a lane. You just have to be able to drive down that lane and find it and go after it. Everyone in this planet Earth is great at something. You just have to be able to find what it is and go after it with 110% passion, dedication, energy, commitment. Oh, yeah. And, there's going to be people that are going to try to take advantage of your boys. They're going to try to get a piece of the company. They're going to try to, swindle us or undercut us or lowball us. But I ain't trying to be on ESPN or Fox Sports 1. If anything, Vice Channel is where I would want to go. Where the real people are at. Action Bronson. They got some great programming on Vice Channel because everyone on that fucking channel is real, like Action Bronson. He's an idol of mine. I don't know if you guys know who Action Bronson is. Fuck, that's delicious. And all the things that he does, rapper, entrepreneur, business owner, restaurant owner. He's amazing. He's one of the realest motherfuckers on planet Earth, and I love him for that. He don't care, drinking, smoking weed, doing drugs, whatever. But when it comes down to his boys, right, and who he is as a person, he is one of the most incredible human beings on this planet Earth. Super dope. If you guys watch Vice Channel or don't, check it out. Action Bronson and his clique. Very inspiring. Love watching you guys every week. Don't have any friends to watch games with, so you guys are my NFL bros. Hey, gang, gang, gang. And you know you're going to learn something new with me too. You know, and I'm not biased. I follow every single team in the NFL, all the college football, right? NBA, MLB, wrestling. I mean, I don't think there's anyone really on planet Earth, you know, not to toot my own horn, but that has that kind of dedication to be able to do all those things, you know, but I love it. I've been this way since I was 5. When other kids were playing video games, I was looking at the back of stats of NFL cards. How many receptions did Jerry Rice have in his second year? You know, where did he go to college? You know, where did Andre Reed go to college? What did he do? You know, being a sport fanatic is not something that, you know, that just happens overnight, period. It takes a lot of dedication, a lot of effort, and I appreciate that. AQYR. I'll always be here too. They don't have the same weapons around them like they did in years past. Defense is not as strong. Offense is not in tune. You could say the same thing for Alabama as well. And I can help you guys with fantasy football. I can help you about your team, other teams. Just got to be a fan of the game, man. But I appreciate the kind words, man. Great time of year, NFL season. How's that spaghetti? Is it good? I need to eat some here probably at halftime. I said I'm going to eat some at halftime. Is it really good? Hell yeah. Spaghetti for dinner. Yeah, you know, and it's not easy, man. You know, like when we first started off, when we were doing Facebook videos, I took like 3 buses, 2 trains, went over to Marcus's friend's house to borrow a laptop just so we could go on Facebook and record videos that would get like 100 views. And our friends didn't support us. They didn't believe in us. They just thought we were the homies that we would just drink and party with. And you know, then we lost our jobs at Verizon and then sold my Jordan rookie and then started the YouTube channel. And look, in a couple short years, you know, we're already almost at 3 million views and almost 20,000 subscribers. So, you know, sometimes, you know, people don't understand your dream because it's not their dream. You know what I mean? You can't expect them to understand. But I already had a vision when we first started that I told Marcus it'd probably take us 10 years from the day that we started the channel on Facebook and just started the Northwest Sports Fanatics together, that, you know, it might take that long to get where we need to get, and I'm not going to be satisfied at that point, you know. You got to have realistic dreams, but you got to have dedication and grind, passion, commitment, doing things that you don't necessarily want to do, being tired, and just still grinding, you know. And that's when you know when you have a dream too, is when you'll do it for no money, you'll do it. Because it's real. It's a real dream. If you only do something for money, it's not a real dream. Period. That's big facts. All right, Fitzmagic. Tip, tip, tip. Tip drill. Yes, intercepted. Go. Let's go, Steelers. Big play. Guess what? Guess who's knocking at the door? The Steelers. They're going to get a touchdown here before half to make it 14-10, baby. I love it. Social media, not really. I mean, just, you know, on my normal Facebook, you know, just Orion Mikulek, Marcus Hill, you know, on our Facebook. I got a Northwest Sports Fanatics on Instagram that, you know, I don't really post on it that much just because I'm grinding and doing so much research. But that's something that, you know, that I'll probably try to get into more. And then Orion_NWSF on Twitter. If you guys have a Twitter account, Marcus_NWSF, you guys can follow us. We'll follow you back. Yeah, but there's times where, you know, you know, not necessarily you want to give up or cry, you know what I mean? But sometimes it gets tough, you know, when people don't believe in you, or, you know, people don't think that, you know, they don't see your vision. But as long as you believe in you, that's all that matters. Period. You believe in yourself, you can make it happen. I'm a great example of that. All right, here we go, Steelers. Let's make it happen, baby. Rudolph. Shotgun set, looking, steps up in the pocket. Lucky throw. But I'm going to be very honest. You know, a lot of you guys are my inspiration too. You know, it's humbling when you guys, you know, say that I'm your inspiration. You guys love this channel. I'm your favorite channel. I'm your favorite YouTuber. Or Marcus is your favorite YouTuber. Or we're your guys' favorite YouTubers. You know, it makes it all worth it. You know, all the sacrifice, all the reading, all the tape watching, all the countless nights of only 2 hours of sleep and, you know, going to every team website and, you know, not being biased and trying to put out a good show every week, every day. You know, you'll never see me do a show with no low energy. I mean, anyone that's been a subscriber to this channel, have you guys ever seen a show, a live stream or a reaction video with low energy? It's not happened ever. I refuse. We're always going to put out the best content, period. Eagles, Bills. Yeah, I definitely will do that reaction video. No problem. And the real ones we'll support always. Absolutely. Some of the most loyal fans are on this channel. Repeat offenders, repeat donators. You know, it's just amazing. It's a great feeling. And I'm never going to be satisfied. You know, it doesn't matter if we're at, you know, 20,000 subscribers, 50,000, 100,000, a million, you know, 3 million views, 5, 10, 20. I'm never, ever going to quit. Shaniqua Poole with another $4.99 donation. I appreciate you. Oh, almost intercepted. And the thing is I feel like I've developed a relationship with a lot of you because I know your names. Sometimes I can match a face like Shaniqua's with her little profile pic. I remember who they represent, what teams they root for. And so even though I might not know what all you guys look like, I know your names, through your usernames. And it's like we kind of have a family here, a sport, Northwest Sports Fanatics, fanatic family. And I honestly mean that, Because, sometimes you might be like the sport head, the sport guy or girl in your group, and the other people aren't really like you or they don't understand, but you come here and we're all the same and we can all relate to each other. And I love that. And Shaniqua says, I wish I could donate more. I appreciate what you and Marcus do, but you know what? Everything that you do, regardless if it's 99 cents to $500 donation, even any little amount is greatly appreciated. And Nyland Saints fans are the best. They're definitely up there, top 3. As far as like fan base that, represents on the channel. Eagles fans are very hardcore here on the channel. Saints are probably number 1 on the channel, and they have been since we started. And, and I think that special connection, me being a Bucs fan, Marcus being a Redskin fan, and we're real and we're not biased. And you guys, know that we're not Patriot fans like some YouTubers are out there or other fans that, represent other channels. It's hard to respect someone if you're like a Patriot fan. If you're a YouTuber and you're a Patriot fan, are you really going to respect what they have to say? Probably not, And that's just being honest. But I love you, Shaniqua. Appreciate you very much. Oh! AQIR, appreciate you. Mark Marone, I saw it. Appreciate you. That's okay, David. But maybe one day I'll be worthy of a donation. And then you say you can't afford. That's a lie. Everyone can afford to donate to a channel. All you got to do is put in your debit card, put in 99 cents or more to show the love. So, it's all about showing the love and the appreciation of a channel if you love us that much. That's like saying that you can't put in the time to exercise, or you can't put in time to chase your dreams. Everyone can. It's just a matter if you choose to or not. So I might not be worthy of a donation, David Goldstein, now, but maybe in the future I'll be worthy of a donation, and maybe I'll be your first donation on YouTube. Because I know a lot of people, it's kind of a weird thing to donate on YouTube. Not everyone does it. But, if I can earn it, I'm going to put everything I got on the table. And even though that you don't donate, I know that you still enjoy the channel and you're here, and I appreciate you. Gerald Black and Gold Latos. My boy, Gerald, how are you? Eagles Saints reaction, okay. Mark Oman, he said you are worthy. And to be honest, who's more worthier than me? Name someone on YouTube, period. I don't think you can. I'm the hardest working YouTuber on planet fucking Earth. And it's going to keep getting that way, as the days go on, the years go on. I'll prove it to you guys. You'll see it. And the main thing about me, though, is I will never change. I'll always still be the same. Period. Oh, yeah. And David, if you remember back then, in the prediction video, who predicted the Eagles were going to win the Super Bowl? Gerald Black and Go Latos, 99 cents, brother. Love you, appreciate you. And I predicted that the Eagles were going to win that Super Bowl, and I said they were going to win big by 9, 10, 11, and they did. And that's why a lot of the Eagle fan base has a lot of respect for me, you know what I mean? Because I wasn't afraid to, say really what I felt. They had a better O-line than the Patriots, a better D-line, and they had the 4 horsemen. A lot of people were scared, to say the Eagles were going to win, right? I'm not an Eagle fan. I mean, if you're Eagles, of course you're an Eagle fan. You're going to say the Eagles are going to win the Super Bowl, or you're hoping they're going to win. And if you're New England, you're that, but being a Tampa Bay Buccaneer fan with no affiliation with the Eagles or the Patriots, and to be able to call the score almost dead on, it was a special moment. And I'll tell you one thing, that Eagles Super Bowl parade, I know how much that meant to the city of Philadelphia. That's the only Super Bowl parade that I watched from beginning to end besides Tampa Bay's. And it almost made me cry because I know how much it meant to the city and all the fans and all the grandmas and grandpas that passed away, and obviously Philly's a football town. Yeah, you got the Sixers and you got the Flyers and you got all these other teams, right? But it's a football town. It was amazing. Oh, yeah, they need to make a move on this trade deadline. But it's not a coincidence that the Eagle fan base and the Saints fan base is the best fan base on this channel for the amount of people that have subscribed. Lots of Eagles fans, thousands and thousands of Eagles fans, thousands and thousands of Saints fans. I mean, I just call it how I see it, man. Call it how I see it. G-Eazy, O-Dog, Sick Dog, Dedicated Dog, hardest working YouTuber on planet Earth Dog, Saints Cardinals reaction video. Put that out prior to this live stream. You know it, G-Eazy. Gary, you know it. Always working hard. Oh, incomplete. Come on, Steelers. 14-3. I mean, you can get a field goal here, but getting a touchdown would really be big. Let's just not force it. And I don't know what Steeler fans think. MGJ plays as a Steelers fan because I recognize the name. I recognize who you root for, even if it's been 2-3 years ago or you occasionally hop in the chat. I think Mike Tomlin's got to go. I really do think it's time to make a change, and I think he needs to go. And I think you guys need to move on from Big Ben. Go in the draft, find someone else. G-Eazy says Raiders need to trade for a wideout. Well, that's what the media is saying, right? But in all reality, with the Raiders, right? You're not going to make a big push this season, right? And it might actually be better for y'all to just kind of let whatever happens find its course. And then if you end up having kind of a mediocre to a bad season, you can take advantage of that in the draft. There's a lot of great wide receivers in the draft. No need to trade away some of your, draft picks now, right, to get someone that's going to be temporary, right? Tyrell Williams will step up. You got Waller, who's a top 3 tight end in the league this season. Amazing player, and I don't think it's a fluke. He's going to keep growing and get better and better. And then you're just going to have to decide if you want Carr or if you want to move on with Gruden and maybe get Herbert. Because I really do have a feeling that Carr might not be the guy for you guys. You guys might be looking at Justin Herbert and maybe trying to get a wide receiver and some more O-line and more defense. And like I told you before, G-Eazy, in the next 3 years, once you guys move to Vegas, you guys will make a wild card once you guys move to Vegas. So you guys are going in the right direction. Abram, getting injured and, losing him for the season, that was brutal, right? Josh Jacobs is a stud. So you already got your running back of the future. Go, 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 baby. Go. Woo! Let's go. Touchdown. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Let's go. What'd I say? I told you guys they were a score before halftime. Never give up on your team. Deontay Johnson, 45 yards. 3rd and 20, 3rd and 30, 3rd and 40. It don't matter. Way to keep with it. Great job, Steelers. There you go. Hey, when you know football, Shaniqua, I know, you watch a lot of football. Sometimes things tend to repeat themselves. Sometimes you have a little ESP. I definitely got a little bit of that sports ESP. And I proved it year in and year out. I mean, it's time for a change. Tomlin needs to go. Maybe have him go to the Redskins. Move on from Big Ben. You guys can get someone different, better. Move on. The defense is amazing. So you already got that part. You already got that part solid. TJ Watt, Bud Dupree. You got plenty of nice studs there. Devin Bush, stud, right? They need a new voice, a new leadership. Nice play. Well, it was like 3rd and long. In 3rd and long, they're not going to be playing, bump and run. They're probably going to be playing like a zone coverage. And if they're playing man, you're going to get burnt. They got a lot of speed at the wide receiver position for the Steelers. And we are talking about the Miami Dolphins here. Let's not forget that. I don't know if the Dolphins or the Bengals are the worst teams in the NFL. I mean, we gotta wait for another 3 or 4 games to see how things kind of play out. If teams are really trying to tank or not. To me, the Bengals have a lot of talent. But that's another team that needs to take a move away from Andy Dalton, and they need to get a quarterback. I think Tua Tagovailoa would be perfect for the Bengals, personally, rather than the Dolphins. I think that would be a match made in heaven. He would be a great there. Tyler Boyd, avoid the Boyd, right? And all the weapons that they have there, A.J. Green, Joe Mixon gets hurt a lot. They still need to revamp the O-line and the defense, but I'm not really sold on the head coach either. And what I tell you, 14-0 is nothing. This is the NFL. I told you. 14-10, no problem, man. And you're 2-4. I mean, how many games do you really want to win this season? I know you want your team to win, but the draft this year and next year are going to have some amazing players come out that are going to change franchises forever. So if you end up having a bad year, this year and next year are the years to be bad. I wish Tampa Bay had 0 wins right now. I'm not even joking. Because, I mean, if you take 3 steps back to go 10 steps forward, wouldn't you do that? If you could end up going 2-14, but then you get a quarterback, for 10 years, you're a franchise guy, and you end up, being a solid team after that, wouldn't you do that? Take 2 steps back to go 10 steps forward? Of course you would. But I'm just telling you, with the organization, Steelers have a lot of pride. Not very many head coaches in their history. A few, right? They need to move on from Tomlin, and they need to move on from Big Ben. And that's not me being like a hater. I'm just saying, for as far as your guys' organization moving forward, I think it would do you guys a lot of good moving forward from those 2 guys. So just a new voice would be great. Right, but you've already had Tomlin for all these years. You've already got your Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Like, what more does he have to prove? At some point, his message is going in one year, out the other. I'm not sure if they respect him anymore. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the organization is definitely well ran. And you got great defensive pieces. But at some point, you got to move on from Big Ben. At some point, the Chargers need to move on from Phillip Rivers. At some point, you got to move on from Tom Brady. At some point, you got to move on from Drew Brees. I mean, some of these guys are not going to be around forever. You got to move on at some point. You just got to decide when the right time is for the certain teams, you know. Mitchell Trubisky remains starter. Well, there goes the Bears season. All right, it's halftime. I'm going to go grab a little spaghetti that I made. So I'm going to get my eat on here real quick, and then I'll hop back in, and we'll end up finishing the game. So give me a couple minutes, and I'll be right back. Yeah, Woodrow. That's facts. Big facts.
Yesterday when he was saying zero chance that we would throw the football, zero chance we would run the football to put our young kicker in a better spot. It was almost like I have no faith in putting the ball in the hands of Mitch Trubisky. And to me, to your point, Lewis, his efficiency's not growing. Get the ball, get it out, orchestrate, get things done. It's just not happening. And he seems to be, he's a perfectionist. He wants it to be perfect, and it's not perfect. I don't know what to do. He needs to just, almost like he needs to get away. Like, there's no time in the NFL to get away, but get a week off or something to clear his mind, because right now it's just not happening for him.
Bears at the Eagles on Sunday. NFL trade deadline coming fast. Tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern time, we might be on the move.
I think there's a lot of names that have been floating out there. Here's 3 names of players I believe are all in the same category. Likely not traded, but the teams have had conversations regarding these players. Now, the key thing to remember about all of these trades, is that sometimes things just come out of the blue. So even though these teams are not inclined to deliver, you just never know what to get wrong.
And that's why Adam and Mort are part of our trade deadline special programming tomorrow all afternoon. Keep an eye out.
3 hours.
Yeah.
5, Steve. 5 hours.
And now, our celebration of 100 years of the NFL continues with Peyton's Places streaming exclusively on ESPN+. In the latest episode, Peyton dives into the once glamorous position that is just about extinct. As you'll see, he took Jerome Bettis inside the interrogation room to try and answer the question of who killed the fullback position.
Did you kill the fullback? Hold on. I'm not even on it. Pretty hot under these lights, isn't it, Bettis? I'm investigating the death of the fullback, and Moose and a lot of other fullbacks said that you belong on the list of suspects. I was a fullback, so it was an inside job.
The first 16 episodes of Peyton's Places now streaming exclusively on ESPN+. Well, the Dolphins look like a team that doesn't want to be mocked in prime time. Ryan Fitzpatrick and Allen Hurns. We're going to check in with SVP on the other side.
You're watching the Genesis Halftime Show. Some run from the weather, but with the most capable and luxurious SUV in its class, you can run through it. Jeep Grand Cherokee. Hurry into Jeep Adventure Days for a great deal. Well-qualified returning Grand Cherokee lessees can lease the 2019 Jeep Grand Cherokee for $279 a month. The world's first 6-function multi-plug tailgate, available in the next generation 2019 GMC Sierra. Step up to GMC and get over $10,000 total value in this next generation Sierra. See your Northwest GMC dealer.
Not closed, huh? Is any road really closed for Quattro?
There's literally no road up ahead.
Not even that snowstorm could stop us.
Zero road.
Okay. Then I guess I'll just find my own road.
Go confidently with legendary Quattro all-wheel drive. Get exceptional offers on an Audi today.
This week on NFL Prime Time. Look at him go. What? There's bullshit. Look at the big man run.
Genesis Halftime Show.
That's what I'm going to say. Welcome back to the Genesis Halftime Show. I'm Scott Van Pelt. Coming up after the game, full post-game reaction from the Dolphins and Steelers. Ryan Clark, former Steeler, interested in his thoughts on this. We'll see if the Steelers can come all the way back. And ahead of the trade deadline, Louis Riddick on a couple of stars who might be staying put and why, plus my thoughts on the first half for a bunch of teams and the one big thing. And the Westbrook trade in action. Chris Paul returns to Houston, taking on the Rockets. That means Russell Westbrook faces the Thunder for the first time. That headlines a busy night with 11 games in the NBA. We will see you after the Monday night. Now we say goodbye to Susie. Susie?
And Scott, every play is an audition for Mason Rudolph. As Mike Tomlin says, doesn't matter how good he looks in practice, the only way you get your answers is in the stadium. You feel a little bit better now?
I feel a little bit better, although the guy to my left, I think he woke up a little bit, hopefully there before the end of the half. He made a couple nice throws down the sideline that were pinpoint throws. It's just the consistency. It's just not there, and he sure does seem to be someone who fixates on the rush a little bit, but I'm hoping that he actually shows a little bit better. Any ball that's not down the sidelines, any ball over the middle, he's behind. He is not. The rush is getting to him. You can see him peeking at the extra rusher. To me, he is either really rusty or still hurt or something's not. Because look, I can throw the fade. Anyone can get there and throw the fade. He did a nice job of that. But at some point, you got to involve the rest of the field. I give the Miami Dolphins credit for helping him out by all-out blitzing and then not covering inside slant. Now that one is a nice one to help him get going. But right now, I don't see anything about him getting, get the rust knocked off.
He insisted that he wasn't rattled by that hit that knocked him out of the game the last time we saw him, but
Sure feels
took
like
him a little time.
a little bit. Proud of the Dolphins for showing up and playing. I mean, absolutely.
Hey, they've been more competitive every year. Well, Steelers back in it thanks to a brilliant play by the rookie, Deontay Johnson. Third quarter coming.
Genesis, the official luxury vehicle of the NFL, thanks you for watching the Genesis Halftime Show.
ABC Tuesday is a fantastic night. For comedies with bite. The Connors try on a sneaky disguise.
I still don't get your costume.
I'm Becky before the baby.
And Bless This Mess has a spooky surprise.
Oh, I love free samples.
Halloween for Mixed Dish is sure to be fun.
We can carve smiling faces. The possibilities are endless.
Can you carve this face?
And a blackish so scary you'll want to run.
Well, hello.
It all starts Tuesday at 8 on ABC.
Can my side be firm?
And my side's super soft.
With the Sleep Number 360 smart bed, you can both adjust your comfort with your Sleep Number setup.
But can it help keep me asleep?
Absolutely. It intelligently senses your movements and automatically adjusts to keep you both effortlessly comfortable.
And snoring?
No problem. And done.
Will it help me keep up with him?
Yep.
So I'll wake up ready for anything?
Oh, we've got that.
So you can really promise better sleep.
Not promise, prove. And now save up to $400 on select Sleep Number 360 smart beds, only for a limited time. Available now on Frontier On Demand.
I want to be a writer. I should probably get going. Chris does everything I've ever wanted. Ever since you've been following space.
All right, I'm back. Sorry that took so long. Had to get some spaghetti in my system. Nothing like homemade spaghetti. I've been craving it for a while, too.
That's why at Benjamin Moore, we test all of our paints and stains for months.
All right, let me scroll up here. Let's take a quick look. See anything that I missed once you guys were...
1,000 square feet to getting it wrong. Because you deserve it.
So about Tomlin, MGJ plays. I mean, that's your guy, so I get it.
Benjamin Moore, the standard for paint professionals.
Trade Juju to the Saints.
Are you ready for some football?
Damon Piacquadio, what to do, my guy? Had to get a little spaghetti in my system. Starving. Not a bad game so far. Dolphins 14, Steelers 10. Oh, I got to grab my phone. One sec. All right, second half about to start. Your boy's on the grind. Mickey D's. Oh, man, homemade spaghetti, though. Nothing like it, man. You're taking that time and that effort, and when you put that love into that food, damn, it tastes so much better. Damon says, I had the Mickey D's, though. But I'm not feeling, the greatest, still a little bit under the weather. Ooh, meatballs, yeah. A little Parmesan on the top. Woohoo! Yeah. Did the Cardinals versus the Saints reaction video just about a few minutes before kickoff of this game because I wanted to make sure I put in as much work as possible. 602 views and just, I don't know, it's only been up for an hour and a half or so, an hour like that. So enjoy that. If you guys haven't got a chance to check out the Cardinals and Saints reaction video, I'll be trying to put out some more reaction videos. Later. I'm not sure if I can do any more later tonight after this stream, but tomorrow, on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'll be pumping them out. I mean, if I didn't have a fucking full-time job, I'd definitely be putting out a lot more. So definitely it's kind of hard to manage the time, but great Who Dat video, breeze us. Thank you, man. I gotta give my insight. Char Maria says, love the reaction video. I mean, I give Saints so much praise, people probably think that I'm a Nolans Saints fan myself. All right, here we go. Yeah, your Eagles need to do something, Damon. You guys need to make a move. I know you guys made a minor move earlier today, but you guys need to make a major move tomorrow or later tonight. Saints are the real deal. I think they can win the Super Bowl. As great as New England is, I mean, they are amazing. They are playing the best football, arguably out of any team. I know the Niners are playing great. New England's playing great. Saints are playing great. Packers are playing great. I mean, and those three teams in the NFC are primed for the NFC Championship game, at least 2 out of those 3. And New England's going to be in the AFC Championship game more than likely with the Chiefs or the Ravens. So, I mean, there's still a long ways to go. Anything can happen, but it's going to be really tough to beat Mahomes if he's healthy when he comes back. Oh, I know. I know, Joe Mama. I know, man. That's why I did the live stream last night, and I knew the Chiefs were still going to compete. Yeah, that would have been something else, though. Yeah, Mike Evans, that ain't happening. Robbie Anderson, though. But that's the same type of player as like D-Jax. And he'll be back pretty soon, so I'm not sure if you really want him. Devontae Parker would be a better fit. Yeah, Parker's a touchdown machine. I mean, prior to this game, I think he scored 3 out of the 4 weeks. Good hands, good route runner. Kind of underrated. Robbie's just a deep threat. He got no intermediate game. I mean, unless you're just looking for someone to stretch the field with D-Jax. Nice play. We got Dolphins. We got Steelers live, play-by-play and reactions. Come in the room. Join your boy. Subscribe to the channel. Smash the like button. Saints-Cardinals reaction video is already out. I did that prior to kickoff of this game. If you haven't got a chance to watch it, make sure you take a peek at it tonight. Let me know what you think. And I'll be grinding and putting out more videos as well. Shaniqua Poole, $4.99. Char Maria, $10. Shaniqua Poole, $4.99. Gerald Black and Gold Lactose, 99 cents. And ironic thing is, every single person that donated is who? A Nolans Saints fan. Love you guys. Appreciate you. Every single one of y'all. Saints fans know how to show that appreciation. JJ Trilla. What it do, my guy? How's it going, JJ? Missed you, big dog. Oh, getting loose. Connor. Nice play. Joe Mama said there have been insane throws if Mahomes and Rodgers was playing. True. Could be a Super Bowl matchup in the future. James the Terminator Conner. Get to the chopper. Especially when he struggled in the early part of the season. You knew he had game. This is crazy. No Le'Veon, no AB. Connor struggled early on, but he's starting to find his way. But also, too, when you don't have Big Ben back there and they start stacking 9 in the box, 8 in the box, it's definitely hard to hit the holes. You know, and obviously Roethlisberger's out there, they're a little bit more honest. Come with me if you want to live. Get to the chopper. Who I got for MVP? Whoa. Man. That's tough. I mean, prior to Mahomes getting hurt, it was like him and Russell Wilson. You know, and then Wilson has, you know, kind of slowed down a little bit. Mahomes got hurt. And then Run CMC's played great. And then, you know, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if there's really a clear-cut MVP right now. And that's a good thing. Got a long ways to go, only about halfway through the season, which is a little sad, too, if you think about it. A couple more games to be halfway. So, I mean, we still got a lot of time, but I mean, I love this time of year. I mean, the NFL for me is 365. I mean, there is no days off, so.
Offense, number 19 never got set before the snap. That penalty has been declined. It's third down.
So it'll be third down for the Steelers. The Steelers
Put the cookie down now. Dolphins 14, Steelers 10. And a lot of these Monday night games, Sunday night games, Thursday night games that were supposed to be horrible, shitty, just bad matchups, they end up turning into pretty decent football games. I mean, in years past, they've been stinkers, but in this year, a lot of those games have actually turned out to be like, wow, like I really enjoyed that football game. So sometimes you just can't read into it on paper. On paper, it looks horrible. You know, Steelers, Dolphins, I mean, you really want to watch that? But, I mean, me as an NFL fan, yeah, because I want to be able to check out the pieces, you know, the O-lines, the D-lines, the coaching, the players that are out there working hard, making a name for themselves. And obviously the Dolphins are not tanking in this game. Joe Mama. Represented my Ducks, baby. I wish, man. YouTube don't pay me, though. You guys give me donations. You know what I mean? But YouTube doesn't give us any money, really, to be honest. Because all the reaction videos that we do, we get no money off of those. We never got any money off of those ever. You know, a lot of those videos would get blocked from other YouTubers, but we literally get no money. Anything that has an NFL, NBA video, any actually highlight package, the NFL takes all of that. They put their own ads on there. So we literally get no money. So if I'm trying to work hard and show the dedication and the effort, I mean, when we do reaction videos, we literally do that just for the fans. There is no monetary gain from it. Subs, maybe gain some subs and gain some views, but there is no money. So it's kind of nice when, you know, if we put in a lot of hard work with those and then you go to a live stream and you donate for all the hard work that we put in the reaction videos and the live streams, it means a lot. All right. Milwaukee Bucks. Field goal. Wide right, no good. Heat 2-1. Yeah, no problem, Joe Mama. I got you. My Blazers are looking good. Like I said, you know, out of all the teams that I represent, you know, Buccaneers, horrible. Mariners, horrible. Blazers, pretty damn good. Oregon Ducks, pretty damn good. So at least I got 2 out of my 4.
Carving the perfect jack-o'-lantern is hard. Eating the perfect jack-o'-lantern, that's easy. Your kids will love Papa John's new jack-o'-lantern pizza. Now through Halloween for just $11. And check out more scary good Halloween party offers at
I wouldn't say it's over. I mean, yeah, they've gotten blown out, you know, but once Clay comes back, they'll be good. People are still going to want to come and play with them. Steph is still a top 5 player in the world. Clay's top 10 when he's healthy. Draymond's probably top 25. So, I mean, he's still got 3 top 20 or top 25 guys when they're healthy. Oh, Blazers 62, Spurs 68. Ooh. Yeah, if this football game wasn't on, that's what I'd be watching right now. Let me take a quick peek while we're on commercial. All right, come on, Blazers. Love me some Dame Dollar. Love me some CJ3J McCollum. How do you feel about the Panthers starting Kyle over Cam? I like it, just because Cam's not ready. Kyle Allen is a backup, so you got to recognize he's a backup. You know, he's going to have good moments. He's going to have bad moments. Will, that's $9.99 donation. Thank you, brother. Can the Niners win without running the ball against the Saints? Saints can shut down the run. Niners can too. My bet's Breezes over Jimmy G. That's going to be a hell of a game. I mean, you got to think with the matchups that the Niners are going to have. They got the Seahawks twice, you know, after week 8. Right? You're going to have the Saints on the schedule with the Niners. You're going to have the Packers. So we're going to really find out, you know, how great the Niners are. I would probably more than likely have the Saints winning that game. Where's the game being played? Is it in the Dome or is it in San Francisco? Because if it's in the Dome, the Saints are winning. But even if the Saints drop that game, it's not like they're a bad football team. I mean, the Niners have something special, but I definitely like the Saints more than the Niners this season. Oh, no flag? But I like Saints the best in the NFC, Packers second, probably Niners third, and then I like New England, and then probably Kansas City, and then the Ravens. So those are like my top 6 in the AFC and the NFC right now. Oh, it's in the Dome? Oh, yeah, Saints then, man. I think the Saints can go to the NFC Championship game, win that, go to the Super Bowl and win. And to say that against an elite New England team, you better believe I have faith in them, or otherwise I never would say that. And it's not like I'm just like New England. You know, I recognize that they're great, but they are beatable. DeColdis Crawford. JJ Trillo, what NFC East team will have more success with their players they traded for? Great question. I'm excited to see who ends up winning the NFC East, the Cowboys or the Eagles. The Giants trade was good, but ours was cheaper. True. True that, JJ. A donation record yesterday. I don't know, Panthers fan. I mean, I've gotten all the way up to almost $400 by myself with a live stream. Intercepted! Steelers! Great play to get yourself back in the game. Minka. Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick to Fitzpatrick. Wrong team! Fitzmagic? Yeah, he's not feeling too hot, Panthers fan, and he's having some car troubles. So he needs to be able to get his health right and get his car fixed. So I might be solo for a few days, but I'm still going to be putting out the reaction videos and putting out the grind. So, yeah, but it was a nice donation day yesterday. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the fans are the best here on the channel, period. They show the love. They understand how hard it is to do what I do. And like I said, I love just vibing with you guys, talking with you guys, you know, doing play-by-play, you know, color commentary. I can do it all, man. I love it. And I appreciate every single one of y'all. But you remember Panthers fan with like Omer Muich and some of those. I mean, he donated $220, and $365 in consecutive Fridays in the preseason. I mean, I don't know if anyone has gotten onto that level yet, you know. But me just doing a live stream by myself and getting $220 from one person, $220 from one person, and then $365 from one person 3 consecutive Fridays. That's a hell of a donation. That's a lot of love right there.
Shop Neil Lane Diamond Engagement Rings at K.
Yeah, I got Saints, Justin. I mean, as the way that it's sitting right now, about that around the halfway point, to me it looks like it's New England Saints. I mean, those are the 2 best teams in the NFL, in my opinion. I know the Niners are undefeated, and I love the way that they're playing. I love the Packers and what they're doing. But if you're looking at coaching, roster, 53-man, offense, defense, special teams, O-line, D-line, linebackers, wide receiver, this is a whole complement. To me, it's not even close. New England and the Saints.
For the dynamic duos,
Or are you watching for the MVPs? Bucks Celtics, Clippers Jazz, Wednesday on ESPN. Ball for all.
This broadcast is copyrighted by NFL Productions for the private use of all.
Landon Weber. And that's what I said earlier. You know what I mean? I watch very closely. I think the ratings would be amazing either way, to be honest, Landon. If it was Brady, Breeze, amazing. Brady, Rodgers, amazing. Mahomes, Breeze, amazing. Mahomes, Rodgers, amazing. I mean, let's think about it. I mean, the ratings would be through the roof. But if New England didn't make it, if you ended up having the Chiefs, God, Mahomes and Breeze, Mahomes and Rodgers. But, I mean, obviously with Brady, trying to beat David and Goliath, trying to be that guy that can knock him off. It's intriguing, especially the way that they're playing right now. Niners QB is mediocre. I wouldn't say that. Jimmy Garoppolo, I mean, he at times he plays average, but other times he plays above average. I mean, he's not a Hall of Famer or anything like that. They're built around their defense and the running game. Calvin Griffin, Nolans Saints. Look at all the donations from the Saints fans. I love it. Nolans Saints, Nolans Saints, Nolans Saints. I know someone else that's not a Nolans Saints fan can donate. But maybe that's just the love the Nolans Saints fans have for your boy. Appreciate that. A lot of love. That's why I want to go there. To Nolans in the Dome. That's the first on my bucket list. Great fan base. Joe Mama. Yeah. Oh, Calvin Griffin with another Nolans Saint donation. Just shitting on him. Nolans Saints fans donate the best. Maybe Eagles fans are second. Panthers fans are up there too. Omer Muich. But Saints fans are the most consistent. Thanks, Cal. Big Cal. Appreciate you. Did you end up seeing Calvin? I put out the Saints and the Cardinals reaction video. I did that right before kickoff. I was hustling. I was grinding because I wanted to make sure I put that out, had a good quality video, but not rushed. A good quality video, and I got it put out about 10 minutes before kickoff of this game. So if you haven't got a chance to check it out, please do. I think you'll enjoy it. Marcus normally would be in the building. You're going to watch it after the live stream. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, he's got car problems, not feeling too hot. I've been sick. I've had the cold flu for 4 or 5 days. So I was away from YouTube on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Finally got back in it on Sunday Night Football. Nice pump fake. Oh, good D by the Dolphins. But I can only stay away from y'all for so long. I mean, even if I feel like shit and I feel like death, I'm still going to push. I'm going to grind. Russell Wilson, yeah, he is great. Well, he's been out for more than one game, Joe Mama. He's been out for a few. He might not even be back until week 10, so there'll be a few more games that he might be out for. We just got to see how he plays after the injury, which I would assume would be no less than spectacular. And even though that defense still has a lot of holes, I would be shocked. Oh, almost a sack. Wow, big play. First down, Steelers, move the chains. I mean, I really honestly feel it's going to be New England and the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game, and then more than likely Packers and Saints unless the Niners can creep in there. But
First down for Pittsburgh. Here comes Needham off the edge.
yeah, Omer just really drops the big ones. 220, and 365. That's love, man. But even if you donate 99 cents all the way up to 500, I mean, every donation is appreciated. And since we don't get any money, in donations or money from YouTube for any of the videos we do that have highlights. So that way it means a lot. Because, at some point I would like to quit my job and just do live streams and just reaction videos if I could make enough money to pay my rent and to be able to survive. But just be a full-time YouTuber, that'd be great. Landon Weber, so I know you're a Bucs fan, hardcore Bucs fan, interested to know what you think they should do with Winston. Give him the fucking boot, right? He ain't coming back. Get his ass out of there. He's horrible. Yeah, he's undisciplined. You know what I mean? He just tries to be Superman out there. He's just not a good QB, period. Not a good fucking QB. I mean, the only person that could turn him around, maybe Bill Belichick, maybe. But even if he went to the Patriots, he still would be fucking up. And if you fuck up, you don't play. You throw interceptions or you turn the ball over, you don't play. So, you want to borrow Teddy? Hey, shit, I'd take Teddy over Jameis. No problem. Jacoby Brissett, I'd take him. There's a lot of guys I would take. Ryan Fitzmagic, I would have rather kept him than Jameis. I know. I mean, if I just had a better quarterback. But then also you got to remember, I've never had a solid franchise running back. And that changes everything. You have a franchise running back and a great O-line. I don't need Mike Evans or Godwin or O.J. Howard or Cameron Brate. I'm happy to have them, but I would take less players, less talented players to have a beefy O-line, like the Cowboys or, one of the top-tier O-lines and have an elite running back. I don't need the top-tier wide receivers. I'd rather have a strong O-line and running back than wide receivers and tight ends personally. Well, if I end up getting a franchise QB and a good O-line and a stud running back, Mike Evans could be a top 3 wide receiver. He's got the talent to do so. I mean, imagine if Mike Evans was on the Chiefs. He's a very talented wide receiver. He's in that consideration of number 6 through number 10, but easily could be 3, 4, or 5, in my opinion. He just needs, better guys around him, and that's what almost makes him special, is because he's putting up all these numbers with a shitty Jameis Winston his whole career. Imagine if he had someone better. Well, Warwick Dunn wasn't really a franchise guy, though. I mean, you want to go Mike Allstott, maybe him. Doug Martin wasn't a franchise guy either. Dunn was good. Doug Martin was some trash. He had one good year. I need franchise running back, like Zeke Elliott status. Run CMC. I need elite. The best of the best of the best. Top tier. Hamster definitely did turn out to be a gerbil. For real. Yeah, I love work done. Great community guy, too. It just sucks that we traded him away before we ended up making our Super Bowl run. But Allstott's my guy. Oh, look who's in the building. Marcus _ NWSF is in the building. Steelers. Nice play. First down, Steelers. Move the chains. What to do, my guy? Landon Weber, Taylor. Love him. Jonathan Taylor. Love him, love him. I'd take him on the Bucs for sure. That'd be great. Nice franchise running back. I need one. Because the Bucs are never going to be good if, you don't have a stud running back to help out. Better quarterback, better O-line. Tiki Barber. Rondé was better between the two. Rondé's Hall of Fame. Rondé gets you the sacks and the picks. And if it wasn't for him against the Eagles, there's no Super Bowl. That's big facts. One of the best corners to ever put on the cleats, Rondé Barber. Very underrated. Glad to have him for all those years that I did. Rudolph. Oh, touchdown, Steelers. How did he caress that football on the helmet? Woo! Wow. Juju. Juju Smith-Schuster with the touchdown. Wow. And just like that, when the score is 14-0, you see something special. Look at Juju. Go up and get it. That's what happens when you go to USC at wide receiver. Will S., appreciate you, man. Thank you. He got mossed. Do you think the Panthers will be okay after that big loss? Honestly, it's gonna hurt you guys a little bit. I mean, a 51 burger, especially when a lot of the Panther fans thought that you were going to beat the brakes off of them. I mean, the season's not over, don't get me wrong, right? But you guys have a long ways to go to be in the consideration of a wild card now. You know, it's still possible, but and then the whole drama with Cam or Allen or Cam. I mean, I don't know. I just think that only one team from the South is going to make the playoffs this season, and it's the New Orleans Saints. But you never know. Injuries could happen to the other teams. Anything's possible. Who Chargers just fired their O coordinator? What a catch by Juju. Well, he probably should have got fired. Yeah, I'm not sure if you guys can get the wild card, though, because, I mean, think about it. If the Niners are in, the Seahawks got one spot. Saints are in, no other teams there, more than likely. Maybe Eagles or Cowboys, Vikings, Packers, Seahawks, Niners. I just don't see any room. I just don't think you're a bad team. You know, you're a 500 team now, but what are you guys going to finish the year at? 7-9, 8-8? You know, you're not going to get in the playoffs this season. I'd be shocked. It could happen, but I don't know. Landon Weber, $10 donation. Love y'all videos, though, man. Favorite sports reaction channel on YouTube. Who Dat Nation supports y'all? You guys are the best supporters, the best donators, the most loyal fan base, the ones that watch the videos the most, the ones that comment the most, the ones that donate the most, the ones that are lifers that'll never go away, you know, the ones that respect our opinions. You know, I love you guys. Appreciate you guys very much. Such a loyal fan base. And that, like I said, on my bucket list, my number one spot to go in the whole entire NFL is the Dome in New Orleans. That's number one on my bucket list. Lambeau Field, number 2. You know, before I die. Appreciate you. New Orleans Saints, Justin. New Orleans Saints. If anyone's donating money to the channel to show their love and appreciation, more than likely it's a New Orleans Saints fans. And look how many people donated. Let's see. Shaniqua Poole, New Orleans Saints. Char Maria, New Orleans Saints. Shaniqua Poole, New Orleans Saints. Gerald Black and Gold Latos, New Orleans Saints. Will S., New Orleans Saints. Calvin Griffin, New Orleans Saints. I mean, can anyone donate that's not a New Orleans Saints fan? Landon Weber, New Orleans Saints. Oh, Alex, definitely, bro. Score's actually been pretty close. It was 14-0 Dolphins. So I'm not sure if you haven't got a chance to watch any of that, Marcus, but 17-14 Steelers. Dolphins were up 14-0 too. Ah, come on, Drew runs NC. No bandwagon Saints fans. Get out of here with that. Don't be jelly. Don't be jelly. I'm a Bucks fan. I'm not jelly. Right? Could be worse. We could all be Falcon fans. Right? Saints fans very loyal. Marquise Colston, Aaron Brooks. I can throw it back. Bobby Abear. What it do? You know I know my history. Dalton Hilliard. Let's go. I ain't no fucking dummy. Ricky Jackson. Let's go. Landon Weber, health and wealth, baby. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for the donation and all the love. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, no, never Falcon fans. We used to have Falcon fans a couple years ago when they tried to talk shit to the Saint fans, and then they just disappeared. Shotgun set. Fitzmagic. Nice spiral on that football. First down, Fins. Let's go. And the great thing is about this channel with all the loyal fan base that we have here, it don't matter if there's 13 people in the building or 60 people in the building. It only takes one person to show the love and to donate and say kind words and to be loyal and to subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, donate to your boys. And it's amazing. You know, there's other channels that have, 500 people in the room or 1,000, and they might not get as many donations. So much love. I appreciate you guys, all of y'all. Yeah, they definitely in that Julio's the best wide receiver, and they never recovered after the 28-3. If you noticed, everyone was a Falcon fan, in that general area. Falcons, Matt Ryan, Julio, and they surprised everyone. No one thought they would be as good as they were that year. And you can say the same thing for the Panthers with Cam when they went 15-1. No one expected them at the beginning of the year to be as great as they were. But that's kind of the difference between the Bucs and the Saints and the Falcons and the Panthers. We went to the bowl and we got it done. No disrespect to those other teams, but, if you get there, you got to get it done. I mean, Panthers, you got two chances. Jake Delhomme, Steve Smith, Mushin Muhammad, John Fox, the head coach, and then Cam. But you went against Von Miller, so it's tough, And then that 28-3. But I still don't fault that against Kyle Shanahan. I mean, I still love me some Kyle Shanahan. To me, he's a top 5 coach in the league. But that 28-3, they never recovered after that. Falcons fans. Half a ring for a half. Oh, Fitzmagic with a great effort on 3rd and 5. Falcons got onion rings. Yeah, I don't know, but the Braves, I mean, maybe the Braves, fan base is a little different, but Falcons fans, Hawks fans, I don't know, haven't really been that relevant since, Dominique Wilkins, Mookie Blaylock, Steve Smith early on in his days. It's been kind of a while since they've been really relevant. I know they got Trae Young now, but, relevant back with Dominique Wilkins. Marcus says the Redskins are the best fans. Well, you are a hell of a Redskin fan, even though you get angry. But, you definitely are not a fair weather Redskin fan like a lot of them out that way are. So, I don't know. For me, anytime I think of, the teams that haven't been good in a long time, it's like that night before the Super Bowl when they show all the old Super Bowls, the little highlight package. I usually watch that whole thing and stay up all night long and watch them all. That's amazing. I love that. John Riggins, Doug Williams, Mark Rippon. Great times. People forget. I mean, if you're a millennial, you're young, Buck, you don't remember. But if you're older like me and Marcus, we remember. I mean, I might have not watched the Riggins one live, but I definitely remember Mark Rippon, 91. That team was special. Right. Well, if you're a diehard fan of a shitty team, it really says something about your character and who you are. Marcus with, the Redskins. I mean, shit, look at me. Tampa Bay Bucks. Are you kidding? Seattle Mariners? Ugh. Right? But at least I have the Blazers and the Ducks, but, Marcus doesn't play with the Redskins on Madden. Well, he wants to win, Gerald. If he plays you, if he plays you on Madden, he's probably the Packers. I'm just guessing. He'll let you know. But if I had to take a guess, I would assume that's who he plays with if he's going to play with a team. Aaron Rodgers. Your boy's got ESP. Yeah, I hear you, Joe Mama. But Astros now, Calvin, I mean, Jesus. I mean, we're talking about the dynasty that like my dad's a big Dodger fan, as you know. That's what we want to be. The Dodgers want to be the Astros, but you just don't have the pitching. We got comparable hitting at times, but, it really comes down to pitching and relievers, mid-relievers, closers, and having a lot of them, I think a lot of teams are jealous of the Astros. No lie. You're an Angels fan, and respect, though. But you got Mike Trout. How come I'm a Bucks fan? So I'm a defensive guy. Most guys are offensive guys, right? Wide receivers, running backs, quarterbacks, big touchdowns, right? I've always been a linebacker guy first. Derek Brooks, Brian Urlacher, Ray Lewis. Just the stud linebacker guys. Lawrence Taylor. I like that shit, right? Decleating safeties. Ronnie Lott. Steve Atwater. I like players like that. Corners, Dion, shit talkers, guys that have swag, right? So when I was a young kid, my team was the Niners, but I was too young to really claim a team. I'm a big Joe Montana, Jerry Rice, John Taylor, Brent Jones. I mean, I'm a big 49er guy. Like my favorite Deion Sanders is 94 Deion when he was on the Niners. And like I said, if I wasn't a Tampa Bay Buck fan, I probably would be a Niner fan, to be honest. But in 94, when they ended up winning the Super Bowl with Steve Young, I kind of had a feeling that might be the last one that they ever win for a long time, just because of that era of players, was getting older or moving on to, different teams, like Joe Montana going to the Chiefs. And in 95, 96, around that time period, I loved Steve Spurrier and the Gators and what they were doing for college football. But I really loved Derek Brooks, Warren Sapp, and when they got drafted by Tampa Bay, it was almost game over at that point, because even though I live in Oregon, I had no connection with the Seahawks. They never had defensive guys to my liking. So, I mean, if I was like a fan of just a couple years ago, then I could have said like Legion of Boom or Bobby Wagner. But, I mean, we're talking around like 95 times. So, John Lynch, Derek Brooks, Warren Sapp, Rondé Barber, Mike Allstott. I mean, what's not to love? And I had a nice run. 95 to like 02, 03, I had a nice 5 to 8 year run of solid, amazing football. But I also knew that, once I had an opportunity to go to like 1 or 2 NFC championship games, that they have one shot to get to a Super Bowl, and they got to win it. Because if you don't win it, you're not getting back. So small market teams, it's hard to build that team for years to get them good. And I was also blessed by Tony Dungy, Monty Kiffin, and then John Gruden. Without them, there's no Lombardi, period. Yeah, your Nats tried, though. It's not over yet, but it's getting close to being. But no one expected you guys to win the first 2 games, so that says a lot about the character of the Nats, in my opinion. I don't know, Marcus, I know you said you've been kind of out of it and didn't get a chance to fully watch Game 3 and 4 with the intent that you wanted, but I've watched every single World Series game, and the Astros, and you might be able to get them once, you might get them twice, but eventually they're going to hit their stride, and they're showing why they're the best team in baseball, and they have been the best team all year. No Louisi says, who dat? Marcos Pineda. Lawrence Taylor, he was a beast with the Cocos Pineda. It's going 7, you think so? There's a chance. Yeah, but those 2 years were really special. You lose one, you feel the pain, you win one. That's all that matters. You can never take that away.
So we'll set that ball down. Referee will come out and do it himself because he's the guy that just spent 60 seconds taking a look at this.
Steelers 17, Dolphins 14. Dolphins were up 14-0. Steelers fans were getting nervous, but they found a way to climb back in it. Well, now we got the fourth quarter. Oh, I bet the parade was awesome. Especially you got those older guys, that have been Royals guys, Brett Saberhagen, Bo Jackson, George Brett. Your boy knows baseball. I ain't no dummy. I remember those days. It's been a long time from that era when I was a kid, when Marcus was a kid, to when they won the World Series. So there was a lot of grandmas and grandpas and older people that it really meant a lot, I remember. Tom Gordon, let's go. I remember. You got Niner fans in your ear? You'll win. Saints the best in the NFC, period. Packers are close. Niners are close. And if it was like Saints on the road at Lambeau, obviously the Packers could win, But if you're in the dome, you ain't winning there. I mean, the only team that could maybe keep it close in the dome is maybe New England, just based off coaching. Or maybe the Chiefs and Mahomes if they just got off to a fast start. But, I mean, that's a very small, limited number of teams that could go in the dome and compete, let alone get a dub. I mean, if the Saints are full strength and running. They don't have what it takes to go in the dome, no Louisi, but let's give them some respect. 51 burger on the Panthers? No one expected that. Defense is a lot better than people are giving them credit for. And if you can pound the rock and have a good offensive line and play defense just like your Nolans Saints, you can win football games. And that's what that's really what the great teams do typically. You run the ball, you have great O-line play, and you have elite defense. It's hard to beat teams like that are built that way. He said that was bullshit. Come on, Flores. Sip on some Gatorade or something. You're trying to lose the games. You're not trying to win. Yeah, tell him, Cal. We got Dolphins, we got Steelers, live, play-by-play, and reactions with ya boys, the best on YouTube, the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Orion on the mic. Marcus is in the chat. We're watching Dolphins, Steelers. We're talking NFL. Come in the room, subscribe to the channel, smash the like button now or on your way out. I did the Saints and the Cardinals reaction video 10 minutes prior to kickoff of this live stream. So if you haven't got the chance to watch it, make sure you take a peek at it after the live stream is over. I think you'll enjoy it, especially if you're a Nolans Saints fan. You probably watched it already. Oh, yeah. Gerald's going back. We can do rugby. We can do soccer, football. We can do NFL. We can do MLB. Shit, I can do wrestling, AEW, ECW, WCW, WWF. We can do it all, man. Reaction videos to rap videos, rap songs, movies. Shit, you name it, we can do it. Yeah, some of the rugby ones were actually pretty fun, Gerald. I mean, we don't really fully know all the rules on how everything goes. You really have to kind of dig deep and understand it on a different level, but they're fun to react to. A lot of big hits, decleating hits. Of course we did, Joe Mama. What are you thinking? Everything that we come up with is original. People copycat our shit all the time. Sack lunch, yum, 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 yum. If you see any of the sack lunch with the little lunch pail and the different articles, they stole that shit from us. Nicknames, stole that shit from us. Everything is 100 original. And it's Orion, not Ryan. Back at you with a new video. Woo! Old school Mid-South wrestling, baby. WWF, WWE, ECW, WCW, AEW, NWA. Let's go. New Japan. Your boy watches it all. NWA. Even Marcus knows NWA. We're going way back. We old. Roddy Piper. That old. Old school old. The Junkyard Dog. Hercules. Superfly. Jimmy Snuka. Say, man, I used to sit on the left. Well, we had the equipment at Marcus's place for the first, couple years, and then now it's over here at my place. Orion, Orion, like the constellation. Orion's Belt, the chosen one. Orion Pictures, 80s films like RoboCop. Shitty TVs and electronics from the 80s. Orion speakers. Men in Black, the cat that had the little ornament on its collar, Orion. Transformers, the chosen place on top of the pyramid. Shia LaBeouf, Orion. Orion for FTW. Stagger Lee, Junkyard Dog. Woo-hoo-hoo! Let's go. It's just crazy because you can just say a name and have a flashback. You know what I mean? Like, you can say a name of, like, an old school wrestler or athlete, and then I can remember sitting on the carpet with my wrestling ring with my figures and just watching that old school wrestling. That's nuts. Lots of good memories.
Yeah, for the Dolphins, Xavier and Howard, their quarterback, is out of the medical tent just over here on the Dolphins bench. Questionable to return with a knee injury on the other sideline. Steelers running back.
Nikolai Volkov. Oh, Nikolai. What do you guys know about that? I know Marcus knows. Calvin knows. Orion in Greek mythology. Let him know. Rey Mysterio. He's good. I don't say he's the best. I guess it depends on what era you grew up. Rey Mysterio. Close, but not right. But I'll give you a free pass because I do love Rey Mysterio. I love Lucha Libre style. Hulk Hogan, brother. Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold, Ultimate Warrior, The Rock. The Attitude Era was amazing. New world order, brother. New world order. We got Steelers 17, Dolphins 14, 1st and 20. Flores about to knock somebody out. Fitzmagic needs a beard trim. But hey, you're only down by 3. Anything can happen. I've been impressed. Dolphins need a little push, though, if they want to win. Floater? There we go. There's the flags. It's a flag potty. Well, I mean, if you just depending on how far you want to go back, you got to think we're a lot older, me and Marcus, than a lot of other YouTubers, so we've seen a lot more. But nothing like wrestling when it was back with DX, NWO. I mean, that was the best of the best. Yeah, definitely a defensive pass interference there. He mugged him. It's a felony. A misdemeanor. Lock him up. Rob Van Dam. See, Joe Mama says stink face. We're not talking about Rikishi. Rudolph. Nice pass. Okay. Steelers trying to put it away right here. Yeah, what's up with your spelling, big dog? Rakishi? Come on, man. I need to get you a spell check. We'll have to get a donation to get you a spell checker. Joe Mama? Yeah, Marcos Pineda, Ultimate Warrior versus Hulk Hogan. Whoa! Little Andre the Giant. The Bushwhackers, Legion of Doom, Demolition, the Hart Foundation, Jim the Animal Neidhart, Bret Hart, Owen Hart. Ho, ho, ho.
Late game. Offense. Their penalty. It's second down.
Tomlin, 47-year-old. This is his 199th regular season.
Yeah, the Usos. I don't really like. I mean, I know they went kind of like thug or whatever for their persona. I wish they would have just kept it. I mean, it just depends on if you want to be face or heel. And obviously, they came as faces and they had their gear. But I mean, obviously now they're trying to be the heel. The Bushwhackers, baby. I used to have those figures, Luke and Butch. I used to attack my dad running in the house like that. They're doing the Luke and Butch. Uh-oh. Ooh, almost a touchdown. Yeah, I don't know. They're going to have to review that. They say touchdown, Steelers. I'm not sure if he got in, though. We'll have to double check. Yeah, well, you can tell your age when you say the names of those wrestlers. Kurt Angle, Eddie Guerrero, Cena. Yeah, Word Life. Come on, man. Not when he was a rapper. John Cena, Word Life, man. When John Cena was dope. When he was a heel, when he used to wear throwback jerseys. You know? If he's ever going to come back, that's what they need to bring back. Him being the leader of the NWO and dressing like that. That'll help you compete with AEW. Vince, get me on the phone. Hello, Vince? Stephanie? Hunter? I can help him out. The privilege of owning Hulk hands. Incredible Hulk hands or Hulk Hogan hands? That's the question. Yeah, but that was one of my favorite things when VHSs were a thing, and I would go to local VHS stores, Wallace Video from my dad's place, and I'd rent like 6 wrestling VHSs and stay up all night and watch them all. Survivor Series, 1989, Royal Rumble, 1990. That shit was amazing. Doink the Clown. Yeah, he definitely handling his business. You don't fuck with him. Bam Bam Bigelow. Sting. I can name drop for days.
You ran for the 2 p.m. production meeting?
Push somebody outside of Brock. Yeah, no shit, man. They should have let Fiend get the belt. You know what I mean? That's why I'm an AEW guy. You know, I've always been a WCW, ECW guy. Attitude Era, I mean DX. I'm NWO. Some people are DX, you know, but I like Rob Van Dam, Sabu, ECW. Animal and Hawk, Legion of Doom. That was my favorite tag team growing up. Easy. What a rush. That's some good shit, man. Awesome entry music. Great gear with the spikes and the shoulder pads. Jake the Snake. Great heel. Yeah. I have a Ric Flair hoodie. I actually wore it today. Wolfpack, yeah, damn right. Love me some NWO. I still got merch. Oh yeah, Wolfpack, definitely the coldest theme music for sure. Yeah, I got a NWO. You guys will see me wear it once in a while. I got NWO shirts, NWO jackets, baseball style NWO, black and white. Wolfpack, little zip up. When they told me it was NWO for life, they meant it. New world order for life, brother. You don't say for life and just end when they end. You know what I mean? You keep repping the gear. I mean, it's my kind of dream, too, at some point if I can meet Hulk Hogan. But I'd want to meet him as Hollywood Hogan, not Hulk Hogan. Like, if I met him, I'd tell him to, like, he'd have to get, like, the bandana and put on the gear. Like, I can't meet you as, like, Hulk Hogan or, like, regular Terry Bollea. You know, you got to be, like, Hollywood Hogan and, like, you got to be, like, in character. That's asking a lot, but. You know, Kevin Nash and Scott Hall, the Outsiders. Diesel and Razor Ramon. Yeah, I mean, that's why I love wrestling and NFL so much, because some of the best memories I've ever had in my life were with NFL and with wrestling, professional. NBA as well, but wrestling more. All right. Boswell with the kick. We got Steelers 24, Dolphins 14. Now they look like a team that they're like, all right, we'll play hard for a half, and then we'll just let them win in the second half. Hulk in the old Three Ninjas movie. Now, Hulk's been in a lot of stuff. Oh, Damon, you have no idea. If you're in my age group, like I'm 37, I grew up in the best era. So I got to see Hulk Hogan, right, when I was like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years old. And then when NWO got big, I was 14, the perfect age, for the wrestling. And then, from 14 to 18, it was just amazing. Like 96 to like 99 might have been like the best wrestling ever as far as like talent on WCW, ECW, and WWF at that time, the Attitude Era. Rob Van Dam, Sabu, DX, NWO. Great shit, man. Oh, Taker's biker gimmick. Yeah, if you watched him, when I saw him when he first came out, he came out in like the purple and the black, like you've seen probably old school videos. Like it was crazy, man. Like so many characters and personas. I mean, wrestling has come a long ways, like technology and video games. It's like I've got to see the birth of all of that. Yeah, but definitely being in your 30s, you got the best wrestling. Because I got to see like Andre the Giant and Hulk Hogan and like the birth of WrestleMania with Hulk Hogan and Vince McMahon. And then it transitioned to a little bit more exciting, faster pace, a little more edgy wrestling. Attitude Era and WWF, ECW with the crazy hardcore style. WCW with all their stars and presentation. 1st and 10. Steelers 24, Dolphins 14. 10:44 left. And the fourth. Flag on the play. False start, number 77. He gets no dinner tonight. No lobster for you, big dog. Jesse Davis. Cut your beard. He said, damn it. But that's what the coach told me to do. Oh, yeah, Paul Bearer. Ooh. Paul Bearer. Love me some Paul Bearer. Shotgun set. Fitzmagic with the draw. Nice tackle. Cameron Hayward, another Cam that's very underrated, just like Cameron Jordan on the Nolans Saints. He might be the second most underrated player in the whole NFL on defense. I think number one's Cameron Jordan, but number two might be Cameron Hayward. Coincidentally, they share the first name. Their games are totally different. But I feel both players don't really get as much love as they should. They're decently big names, but maybe just not recognized all over just yet. Bad pass by Fitzmagic. Ooh, British Knights, okay. Avias. So you can tell someone, by their swag, by what they say, what age they are. Nothing like the 80s and 90s, though. All right, 3rd and 13. We'll really see if they're really trying to get a first down and win this game or be competitive, or if they're just going to, just let the game come to them and just take the L because they want that number one pick. Because it's real easy at this point at an 0-6 team down 10. Consecutive losses to start career. Landry 10, Jimmy Johnson 8, Bill Walsh 7. 3 of the most iconic coaches to ever coach in the NFL, period. Put the Niners on the map. Put the Cowboys on the map. And obviously Landry, he's been everywhere. Cowboys specifically. All right, we'll see what they go here. If they actually try to go for a pass for 8 to 10 yards, or if they just run like a draw or a halfback dive. You'll know with this play call if they're really trying to at least pretend to keep it moving. I mean, still 9:48 left. I mean, you don't have to throw the towel in just yet, but 1 for 5 on third down. Let me see the type of play. Fitzmagic, shotgun set. Oh, he just got fucking pancaked. Woo! First down, Dolphins. Okay. Fitzmagic. Right on cue. Good blocking up front except for this pancake right here. Number 61 just got his life ended. Pancake with syrup. Mrs. Butterworth syrup, too. Not the light kind. That was a devastating pancake. That's another fun thing I like to watch in football. Guys getting decleated. All right, shotgun set. Fitzmagic steps up in the pocket. Rolls to his right. Floater. Little screen. Oh, fumble. Coughed it up. And the Steelers, I believe, recover. Wow. Woo-hoo-hoo. Well, you look like you were trying at one point. Steelers 24, Dolphins 14. Coughed it up. Great play right there. Hand on the football, right on the perfect spot, just to give it that backspin. Nice punch out. Nick Urena. What to do, my guy? Roy Jones. I do remember Roy Jones. And, you know, I wasn't ever really big into boxing. I watched Mike Tyson on pay-per-view, Evander Holyfield pay-per-view. You know, Roy Jones. God, he was good. I mean, he was just killing people out there. That was like in the same era when Tiger was killing it in golf. I mean, Tiger's been kind of up and down, and he just got back in the headlines. But yeah, Roy Jones, I do, Cal. Man.
That's why IBM Watson analyzes millions of expert football sources, including Mike Bloomberg.
That was a great time in sports. We got Dolphins, we got Steelers, live play-by-play and reactions with your boys, the best on YouTube, Northwest Sports Fanatics. Orion on the mic, Marcus in the chat. This game has actually been a little bit more competitive and entertaining than I anticipated. Ended up doing the Saints and Cardinals reaction video prior to this kickoff. So if you haven't got a chance to check that out, make sure you check that out after. Make sure you smash the like button. And we love them back. AFC playoff picture. Divisional leaders. Patriots 8-0. Colts 5-2. Ravens 5-2. And the Chiefs 5-3 with no Mahomes. Wild card, Bills 5-2, getting routed by the Eagles. Texans 5-3. In the hunt, Jags 4-4, no. Titans 4-4, no. Raiders 3-4, no. Chargers 3-5, no. No. And then we got Niners 7-0. Nolans Saints, the best in the NFC, 7-1. Packers 7-1. Cowboys 4-3. Seahawks and Vikings at 6-2. In the hunt, Panthers 4-3. Rams 5-3. And Eagles 4-4. Lions 3-1. The only team, those teams that were in the hunt that actually have a shot is the Eagles. Period. Eagles or Cowboys. Blazers just lost. I just was going to check that. Damn it. Damn it, Spurs. Damn you. I'll have to end up watching some of the replays. Jags got a chance. I don't think so. I mean, I love Minshew Mania, the porn star stash. You know, Gardner, he's a G. DJ Shark, right, from LSU. They got some pieces, but I don't think so, man. I mean, you might be able to win a few more games, but they're not a playoff team to me at this point, unless things really turn around for that defense. Damon, are you surprised, though? Come on, man. Sixers and Bucks. Who else in the East? Maybe Boston, but, I mean, that's a stretch. Sixers and Milwaukee are the two best. in the East. Oh, overthrown. Turf beard, a nice one too, right? Did you like it? A nice ratio of beard, mud, and grass. Styling and profiling. He was looking good. Got Mason Rudolph. I was like, fuck, I suck. He's like, Ben, hurry up and get healthy. Come on, Mason, you can do it. I watched you in college. You have skills. You have more skills than you're showing, big dog. Oh, that's a floater. Is it picked? Oh, just barely out of reach right there. Last time he did that, he threw a pick in the first quarter. If I was Foles, I would have him stay unless the Jags go out of the running and maybe the Eagles pick him up. That's what I would do. I mean, if you're not willing to keep him around and you've already moved on to Minshew, depending on what the trade value would be, that would be a big asset. Not saying that Wentz is going to get hurt from now to the end of the season, but if he did, having a little of that Foles magic and back with teammates that are better than what he's got now with the Jags. But I think they need more of a positional player than Nick Foles, but that would be interesting. Oh, yeah, you definitely rolling with the shoe. You're rolling with the stash, my guy. The Min stash, Minshew. What is an NFL team that you cannot stand? I don't have one. That's why our channel has almost 20,000 subscribers and 3 million views. We literally don't. I mean, Marcus has more hate because he's in the NFC East. You know what I mean? You're a Redskin fan. You're supposed to hate the Eagles, the Cowboys, and the Giants. More hate towards the Cowboys and the Eagles. That's just the way it is for fans in that fan base. Right? You can give the Giants a little bit of a free pass because they aren't really as good. So you can't really consider them that much of a rival. But I don't have anyone. Most people would say New England and Dallas, but I don't mind watching them. I actually look forward to watching them because they're typically competitive. I don't care if it's Tony Romo or Tom Brady. You know, if it's good football by a team that you're either jealous of or maybe that just has a bad rap or they have a fan base that lives in the past because they haven't won anything in 20 years, but when they were good 20 years ago, it was some of the best football we've ever seen with Irvin and Emmett and Aikman. You know, people always forget that part. Leon Lett. I mean, you had some of the most amazing football players on that Cowboy team in those 3 years. But it has been a long time since they've been good, so I get it. But that's how all Cowboy fans are, right? Anyone that is a Cowboy fan, they're living in the past. They're holding on to that sweet, amazing time that they remember watching when they were a kid or when, you know, back when they were younger. Just in the glimmer of hope that they might get back to something close to that, you know. Every Cowboy fan is the same. Some annoying, you know, some cool, some douche, you know. It just depends. You'll get a little bit of all of them, you know. But you're right though, Calvin. You know how it is, and that you out there on the East Coast, you know, living in Atlanta, Nolens area, and us over here in Oregon, it's the same vibe. If you know football, you know it's global. It's, you know, it's international. It's across the U.S., you know. Yeah, so if I am a Bucs fan, back when, you know, we were good with Derek Brooks and Warren Sapp, they had Jake Delhomme and Mushin Muhammad, Steve Smith. That was when the rivalry was actually kind of decent. So, but you got it, man. You know how it goes. Dak Prescott. I still like him though. I know a lot of people that, you know, it's obviously him on the Cowboys, but if he was on another team, I don't think people would be as critical of Dak. I mean, there is a reason why to be critical on him because he's on the Cowboys, and that's a team that everyone talks about. Skip Bayless and all these, you know, people are linked to that team. So, of course, you're going to talk about him in the media. But if Dak was on, like, New England or, you know, a different roster, Kansas City, I don't think he'd get as much flack. But he definitely has to improve his game more to get more respect league-wide. And that's big fact. Some people will have respect for him now. Some will be, you know, in love with him for the wrong reasons. thinking that he's better than he is just because you're a Cowboy fan. And then, speaking of, now he's on the TV right now. You ask and you shall receive. You talk about Dak Prescott, he points his finger at you. I see you. And also, you got to remember, he wasn't a first-round pick, second-round pick. He was like fourth round. So, I mean, how good was he really supposed to be anyways? He's exceeded expectations, period. No matter what he does from now, back when he started, to if he ended his football career tomorrow. You know? What do you expect from a fourth rounder? Fucking nothing. Fifth round, sixth round, seventh round. Time for a sack lunch. Yum, 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 yum. But you don't expect jack shit from a quarterback that's fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh round. The only time you care is first, second, or third. And you know it's true. But he's on the Cowboys, so that's why he's hated. Strip sack by the Steelers. Okay. Way to ice the game, my guys. But I just broke it down to you right there. Dak Prescott in a nutshell. Coming from someone that's not biased. I don't have a team that I don't like watching. I literally will watch any NFL game. Doesn't matter who's playing, even the Cardinals. I'll watch the whole thing. There's not many things that I would be able to do that for. College football is another one. NFL, wrestling. NBA for the most part. MLB, maybe not any team. You know, obviously I want to watch my Mariners and my Dodgers and some of the top tier teams. Yankees, Boston, Atlanta, the Nats, Cubs, Phillies, Astros, Angels because I like Trout. He's fun to watch. Him and Pujols. Ohtani. Great play by the TJ Wattage. 5 sacks, 16 QB hits. Great job, TJ. Be careful what you ask or wish for, though, Marcus, because you know how NFL gets crazy? What happens down the road, right? 8 years from now, when Dak Prescott's the quarterback of the Redskins, then what would you say? After he got his money, right, and then he ended up ending that contract, they did the whole Donovan McNabb thing to you all over again with Dak Prescott. Imagine that. Then you'd have to have Dak. What would you do then? You never know. Football's a crazy game. He'll never be on the Redskins 8 years later. And the Washington Redskins end up picking up Dak Prescott for 3 years, $30 million. Oh, no one thought McNabb would be a Redskin. Hell no. That shit was so shocking. You knew he was going to leave, but not there.
JJ watches so closely everything TJ does.
24-14 Steelers. 6:20 left in the fourth quarter. Steelers putting the game away. You would quit being a Skins fan? But what if you actually started winning more games? You wouldn't quit. You'd be like, I'm getting a Dak Prescott jersey. Redskins, HTTR, HTTR, Dak, Dak, Dak. No, I can never see you do that. But if he helped you win games, though, you never know. Just saying. Like, imagine if you never went to a Super Bowl and then Dak was your quarterback 8 years from now and he took you to like an NFC championship game. Yeah, you'd have to change a lot, though, to have that happen. Daniel Snyder, bye. Bruce Allen, bye. But that's not going to happen. Maybe Bruce Allen one day. Maybe. Those guys are like super tight, like Beavis and Butthead. Super tight. It's like, can he just get a new friend? Right? Can't Daniel Snyder just move on to someone else? That's the first step. Get rid of Bruce. Then maybe things can get better. And don't trade Trent. All right, here we go, Steelers. Shotgun set. Blitz coming. Screen. Nice tackle. All right, Baker.
How about the smile on JJ on top there? Yeah, he looks the same
You like the old school NBA, Cal? Like the 80s and the 90s? When you actually were tough and you could elbow someone in the head and get away with it? Like with the Pistons and the Bulls?
It was sensational. Hit in the eye, maintains his balance, and throws the touchdown pass.
Oh, Snyder.
41-yard
I don't even have to be a Redskin fan to tell you that.
What a turnaround it has been since 14-zip. Ball steal.
Trent ain't going to be able to save the Browns. In the NBA, you touch someone and it's a foul, yeah, and all kinds of traveling and James Harden and all his flopping. I mean, the game is super soft, and there's not as many superstars as they were when we were younger watching it. NBA definitely changed after Jordan left, and then the second step is after Kobe left, and then it went downhill. Like LeBron helped bring it back a little, but it never was the same when Jordan and then he quit and then Kobe quit. The game kind of died twice. Those eras. At least it did for me. It wasn't ever the same to me anymore.
There is more private information.
One pass, dribble shot. Dude, for real, though. And, like, all the teams do it, not just, like, a couple.
Your heart rate after
Super soft because there's more skilled players? When? Now? No way. I think that there's more skilled players back then.
to you.
Think about Isaiah and Bird and Magic and Jordan. They do things on the court that you don't even see nowadays. Dominique, David Robinson, Olajuwon, Ewing. I mean, the players that you see now are nowhere near. Malone, Stockton, Chris Mullen. I mean, even the shitty NBA players or the average guys, the jobbers, were better than a lot of guys in the NBA now. The Del Currys, the Mookie Blaylocks, These guys were a lot better than Hersey Hawkins, Dan Marley. They were just better versions of guys that are trying to do what they did back then, but just not as consistent. Anthony Mason. I can name drop for days. Danny Manning. Xavier McDaniel. Vinny Del Negro, Sean Elliott, Mad Max, Vernon Maxwell. Kendall Gill. Woohoo! Sean Kemp, Marcos Pineda, he's too famous. The Glove, Gary Payton, Detlef Shrimp, Irvin Johnson, but not the Magic Johnson, the Irvin Johnson, the chubby center on the Sonics. Jim McIlvain. All right, 27-14 Steelers. Dude's on the bench. Oh, yeah, for sure. Each era, they had different guys. Stacey King, Horace Grant, and then going on after that, Bill Wennington, Kukoc. Guys like even like Steve Kerr, you need guys like that. Yeah, I don't think there's very many guys that are skilled now compared to back then. Not even close. John Paxson, B.J. Armstrong, John Paxson. Your boy Bill Cartwright. LeBron, Kawhi, Klay Thompson, Paul George. There's just certain guys, that could play in any era.
The eye is shutting off instantly, and you still have the wherewithal to extend the play. The thing I love there, you watch it in slow motion.
Yeah, I love Luka. He's my favorite player that's not on the Blazers. Like, my favorite player outside of Dame Dolla and CJ is Luka. I went to the Dallas game in Portland when he made that buzzer beater in Portland last year. He's the funnest player to watch to me. I do like a lot of John Morant, though, also. He might be my second favorite. He's going to turn a lot of heads. I think he has the best chance to win Rookie of the Year, too. I mean, Zion's a dunk fest, but he's overweight. He'll get hurt a lot. R.J. Barrett is decent, but John Morant is a star. But he's the next big star coming in. Hatchet man on Golden State. All right, 3:50 left. Dolphins showed a little fight in the first half. Zion needs to lose 30, probably like 50. It's like built like an Anthony Mason. You can only be that big and jump up and down and throw windmill dunks before your knees start giving out. Fucking hamstrings, thighs fucking sore, ankles fucking broken and sprained, toes fucked up. He's just way too top heavy. It's built like Anthony Mason, but just athletic. Shotgun set. Fitzmagic rolling to his left. Throws it out of bounds in the turf. 3rd and 7. Yeah, but he's just too top heavy, though. He's going to get hurt too much. Unless he changes his game and doesn't dunk anymore and just does like jumpers, threes. I don't see that ever happening, though. Carson Edwards, I like him. I liked him in March Madness last year. I like his skill set. I'm excited to see what kind of player he turns into, Carson Edwards. That's why I love college basketball and college football. Get a little sneak peek before they make it to the pros. Oh! Incomplete on 3rd down. 18 straight. Well, you should, though. It is the Dolphins. But it is impressive. Imagine if Big Ben, Le'Veon, and AB just could have like put the egos aside and just kept playing together with this roster. I mean, you would at some point be able to compete with New England at a AFC Championship game and maybe beat them at some point in the next few years and then have a chance to win a Super Bowl, but you just couldn't do it. You just couldn't keep it all together. Sad, actually. It's like the thunder of the NFL with KD and Harden and Russ. You just could have kept it together, put the egos aside. How many special games and championships could you maybe have won adding to those pieces? At least one with AB, Le'Veon, and Big Ben. At least. I still like him. I know a lot of people are on him and hate him, and you know what I mean. But I still love AB. I don't give a shit what anyone says. I'll root for anyone. You never know, mentally where he's at, and I mean, he was a top wide receiver for 5-6 years in a row. Supposedly had a bad season last season and led the league with 15 TDs. Great route runner, great hands. It was always DeAndre Hopkins, AB, and Michael Thomas, and I hope he gets his shit together. Yeah, John Morant is the truth. He's the next superstar in the NBA, John Morant. Like superstar. Like NBA All-Star game. Like he'll end up being just as big of a name as Zion. Obviously Zion will always be the bigger name for now because of his popularity and his dunking. But at some point, people will be like John Morant. This guy's the real deal. Fun to watch, especially a guy that likes to pass first and score second. Not very many guys are like that in the NBA. And he does it with flair and pizzazz, Makes the assist look good, like styling and profiling. I like that. A little and one in his game. James Conner hurt. Arm is dead. Shoulder broken. Who will the Dolphins pick in the draft? Great question. I don't think that they'll go for Tua. Tua, to me, is a better fit for the Bengals. I think that he would play a better style game there. He would look better in the uniform. It would just be a better fit. So it just depends on if they go for like Burrow or Herbert, or if they just start going for like offensive line and defense and positional guys, DNs. I mean, they have a lot of picks, so yeah, like 10 picks in the next 2 years, like 10 high picks. So I wouldn't be surprised if they end up being decent in 3 years. It's just because they got to hit on those picks. You just can't hit like on 2 picks out of 10 in 2 years. You got to hit on at least 7. You hit on 7 of those picks out of 10, you'll be sitting really good in like 3 years. Lots of holes to fill. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Jake Fromm to the Dolphins. You know, I don't. We'll have to see who they pick first if they don't pick a QB or trade to accumulate more picks.
The CRV is the best-selling CUV over the past decade. Hurry to your Honda during the #1 CRV event and get a great deal today.
Yeah, his shoulder did look fucked up. Like it got dislocated or something. Well, of course, you got to pretend that you're trying to win, right? Put out a lot of effort in the first half, and then just give in a little bit before halftime, let them catch up, and then pretend that you're playing in the second half, and, you know. Peace out, man. Joe Mama. Yeah, we'll have more reaction videos, too, tomorrow. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Damn it, I can't believe the Blazers lost. That sucks. 113, 110, 2-2. Come on, Blazers. Spurs 3-0, of course. Ooh, Rockets beat the Thunder. I like them. I like the Rockets. Jazz and Suns, Nuggets and Kings. I might have to watch some basketball after. That League Pass preview. Like that. Dame missed a 3 to tie it at the end. That's all right. I can live with that. If Dame or CJ is taking the last shot, I don't mind if they miss. You ain't going to win them all. CP3 versus Russ. Really like Houston. Like, no one's really talking about them. I could see them making the West Finals and making it to the championship this season. I mean, Clippers are the favored team, but the Rockets might be the only team that could beat them if they go 1-2 or 1-2-3, 2-3. It'll be fun to see. All right, 2 minutes left until the stream is over. We got Steelers 27, Dolphins 14. 4th and 1. The game has been over, for quite some time. But it's the NFL, so this is what we do. We keep watching, no matter what.
Rudolph, who now has 2 touchdown passes and 251 yards passing. On a night when James Conner, who just left the game moments ago, has gone for 145 yards rushing. There's Williams, as he was pinned.
Go, Preston. Yeah, his shoulder looked like it got crunched a little bit right there. Snap, crackle, pop. Hopefully that shit's not broken. That would be tough. AFC games, of course, if you're an NFC fan, of course it is. NFC football is way more competitive. It's not as top-heavy. Way more funner teams to watch. That's why a lot of fans across the country, I mean, you could be an AFC fan based off your team being there, but most people would prefer to watch NFC. There's a lot more balance. AFC's got what? New England, Kansas City, Baltimore. And then besides those three, unless you're a fan of those teams, are you really going out of your way to watch those? You know, really top heavy. 3-4 good teams in AFC and usually about 6, 7, 8, or 9 in the NFC. Big difference. That's why anyone in the NFC, if you feel like you get in the dance, you have a shot to make it to the Super Bowl because it's just so even. Like the Western Conference in the NBA now, NFC, AFC is like the Eastern Conference in the NBA. It's a good example. Oh, yeah, Michael Thomas. You can't guard him. Best receiver in the NFL, period. Number one, numero uno. The best of the best, sir, with honors. Fitzmagic, rolling to his right. Look at his speed. He's like, I got a 4.6. Don't hit me. Fitzmagic, first down, Dolphins. He's like, one more touchdown to at least show that we're trying. So that way people don't get mad at the organization and they lose draft picks based off cheating and collusion. Well, you know, if you're a fan, though, you also remember, like, even when it's crappy matchups and crappy teams, you know in a couple months this shit will be over, and then there will be no football for March, April, May, June, July, August. You know, you gotta wait a long time, like 6 months. So you gotta cherish the moments. Uh-oh, fumble! Ooh! Ooh, he tried to slug him. Whoa, what happened here? That's a crazy play. Oh, boy tried to, like, punch him in the gut. Ooh, nice play on the defense right there. Hand right on the football. Great job. XFL. I don't know what to expect with that with Vince. Vince has got a lot of money, but he's not really running WWE right, so I'm not sure how long that will last. He's got a lot of money, but just because you got money doesn't mean you're going to be successful. Like AEW is already better than WWE, and they've only been in business for like 2 to 3 weeks. Oh! You know what time it is? It's time for a sack lunch. Yum, 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 yum. That one looked like it hurt, too. That was like sack lunch with like apple, Capri Sun, Lunchable, maybe like 2 Lunchables. Look at that spin move. So I'm going to fucking crunch you, Fitzmagic. Get the fuck over here. Little headlock at the end. I love it. Fitz getting mauled. Brock Lesnar. All right, the game is over. Don't die out there. Final score, Steelers 27, Dolphins 14. I appreciate every single one of y'all that hopped in the stream and said something, donated something. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Smash the like button. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, you know it. Char Maria. Shout out to Shaniqua Pool, $4.99. Char Maria, $10. Shaniqua Pool, $4.99. Gerald Black and Gold Light Toes, 99 cents. Will S, $9.99. Calvin Griffin, and many, many more. Thank you so much. Appreciate y'all. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Smash the like button on your way out. And also make sure you take a look. I did the New Orleans Saints versus the Arizona Cardinals reaction video. Make sure you check it out. Smash the like button on that. And I got one question for you. Who you know talk sports like us? Your boys, Marcus and Orion, Northwest Sports Fanatics. And I'm out. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great night. Peace.